And now we wait for the tube of the Ube to give me a signal. Sometimes it goes right away. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And there we are live, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch stream. The stream where we hang out with you awesome and amazing. What the hell is going on with my mic? Amazing and awesome folks, and discuss and have fun in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. I'm your man with the plan, Ranger J 1999, and joining me, we got that country Viking up there in them country places, big country Max.
Skull, y'all.
Har, har, har.
Happy Hump Day.
It is a hump day.
Right?
Mike, hump day. Let's go. And if you're new to the stream, welcome to the nonsense that is Reality Skewed Gamers. And by nonsense, I mean me. Mainly me. Ben has a lot of nonsense, but it's different nonsense. So, that being said, what are we going to do today? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. We are going to
take over the world
and dominate Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So we are going to, well, there's really not much going on in the game, so it's kind of a chill hangout with you guys kind of day. There's nothing going on. I mean, I already did Secrets and Shadows. I cannot beat Challenge Tier 2. My sister's number closed. I just took my rewards from Challenge Tier 1. And that's good enough for me. So
did you notice the UI update?
There's a lot of updates. I haven't noticed all of them. Which one are you referring to?
They moved the relic level to the middle of the character picture, and then they've added, go ahead and pull up one of your Omni tunes. It's really good.
Omni tunes. Okay, let's go to have I not got the update? Do I need to go download the update?
No, mine updated automatically.
Huh.
Oh yeah, no, yours is different.
All right, let me reload the game, see if it pops in. So let's reload the game, and then let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's actually really. I saw it on my phone this morning.
I leave the BlueStacks open, so you know.
Oh yeah.
So I probably didn't update.
I think it was last night was the hotfix update or something.
Yeah, I don't know if it updated or not. So we'll see.
I think it was one of those stealth updates. I think.
We'll see.
But I saw this morning. I'm like, oh, that's new, different, and I think that's kind of cool.
I knew there was an update, but I hadn't really been paying attention. I mean, I knew some of the stuff that was coming in. And I was like, okay.
I had about 6,000 crystals and blew it so I could get.
All right, let's take a look here if there's anything new. No, I guess no, nothing's changed on mine. I'm looking at it. Let me.
No,
that's weird. Let me do something real quick here, folks. Just so I don't show my information. Let me just do this. Hey, look, it's the forums. Let me look at something real quick.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
check the Google Play Store. Oh, I got to do it through the Google Play Store. Okay.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
All right, so let me do the update there. All right, let me go.
Yeah, I think my phone just did it automatically.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't do it, but doing it now. There we go. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's see. All right, now we're getting some download action. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. While that's happening, just a friendly reminder of how this stream works. This is an interactive stream, so a couple things that we ask that you do. First is to give your greeting in the chat because we like to shout out everybody, and we will do that here. So give your greetings so we can say hi to you. The other thing is hit that thumbs up, subscribe. And it's a great way to support the channel. Also, if you would like to support the channel in other ways, please think about becoming a Patreon sponsor. I mean, it really does help out the channel tremendously. It costs money to stream, so if you $5 a month, just $5 a month, you could become a Patreon sponsor. It could help out a lot with the channel. And then that's my spiel. All right, let's get back into the game. All right, let me see if I did the update. Let's see what happens. Ah, there we go. There's the new beam footage that we're looking for. Ah, you can see the Omicron with Wampa now. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, they moved it off to the right.
Yeah, there we go. So we got the Omni.
Yeah, look at that.
We got the Omni there. We got the Omni on Iden. Okay. There we go. Kinky. I like it.
Not a big change, but definitely a nice change.
A nice change. A nice, very nice, lovely change. Any other changes we want to highlight here?
That's so far. That's all I've noticed.
I know the JAC changes were probably part of this. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming they were.
Could be. I don't know. We'll have to see next week because we're in our off week now.
Yeah, it's a nice chill day there. So I mean, guys, we're just chilling today. Any questions? Pop those into the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement. And we're just going to interact with you guys for today. I'm actually sore as dog shit because I have been basically outside last 2 days busting my ass, and it's just the beginning of the pain. So.
My grass is like 6 inches tall, and I got to fix my lawnmower. I
was going to be doing more stuff today, but we're supposed to get bad thunderstorms and stuff later this afternoon. So I'm like, well, shit. And I was going to spray poison yesterday on all the weeds and stuff that are on the hill and stuff in the pathway, but there's no point if it's going to rain today because it needs like a couple days of dry weather for that stuff to kick in. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll do it tomorrow. Plus, there's some stuff in the front. There's a lot of stuff I got to get done for this springtime. Springtime, if you guys don't know, for old Ranger J1999 is a busy time. And when the work really starts, there'll be days where it won't be the lunch stream. It'll be the evening stream because I'll be outside all day because I will not. I tried it last year where I did the lunch stream and then went and did a couple hours of work, but it got so hot that I was just basically pudding after about 3 hours outside. Even drinking water, I mean, I would be soaked and just worn out. And so I've decided that on those days that I really got to get my ass out there and bust my ass, we'll still have a stream. We'll just have it later in the day. So, and I'll let you guys know ahead of time once that's going to kick in. For those days, you guys know the hill is a big project, but really the big stuff's done. The only thing I have left that's really big is we're going to do the front in a way with bricks and stuff. I don't know when that's going to come in, but we'll get that in there. And mainly it's just I've got to do some other things, but just help my mom get her garden set up and stuff. So yesterday I was out there cleaning up and weed whacking and all that other stuff that goes on, and then the big thing is I got to get the poison sprayed, which is not a fun. That's never fun. So I get all geared up and masked up and everything, and goggles and everything to make sure I don't get any of that shit anywhere near me. I got like 2 sets of gloves on, and go out there and spray all that crap, and then we'll be good to go. So, but it'll eventually come along.
For me, I got over anxious with my pull start lawnmower and pulled the string right off of it. Broke the recoil spring, and I need to replace the carburetor and do all that fun stuff today.
Well, that sounds like fun, wholesome, good family, clean fun there. All right. Yeah. All right, so interact with us, get your greetings in, everything like that. I will only be doing, I do mini ROMs reviews if requested. However, I'm going to say, because I'm trying to get some more Patreons there, BCM. So, if you become a Patreon today, I will do your mini roster review. Other ones that'll be up in the air. I've got to try to see if we can raise some more Patreons and stuff like that. So, but I can't help it, BCM. I'm too nice. I always do them for free and stuff, and
Yep.
Maybe I need to get tough. Like, listen here, ye scallywags. I need them Patreons.
We needed that money.
No kidding, man. Everything's gone up in price too, dude.
My
Zoom bill the other day, I was like, God damn, no more, huh? Okay.
Well, yeah. I had to take out a second mortgage just to fill my truck with gas.
Oh, I know, but we'll get through it, man. I mean, I don't mind. Listen, someone's, the price of gas. I'm like, it is what it is, but
it's still less than it was back in 2008.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, if I have to eat a little bit of money on the gas pump, I'll do it. Because it's because of the war in Russia. It's thrown the economy up in a tizzy. It happens. There's some price gouging going on there because you can go to your local grocery store and see that. But we're just now getting everything settled in. It's going to take some while for the prices to go down because of COVID, and then we've got the war going on. So I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. I gotta get my motorcycle up and running again.
Yeah.
And then I can save gas there.
Yeah. So, and it's nice springtime. Get to
yeah. I got to just wait for the spring rains to pass through and
running. It'll do the driving. All right. What the hell am I doing? Okay, we're getting the greetings in. Usually we start with mod depression, but there was really no mods in there. Oh, update on what I've done. So we yesterday. I took a few characters up yesterday, and I'm working on more. As said, Fennec is now Relic 8. And she is creamy. She is very creamy. Her special offense. Now we went a little bit less with the offense. I could have her over 13, but the GAC Whisper wanted me to put out a crit damage mod there. Excuse me. And so I acquiesced. And then on top of that, we did that. And what else did we do? Let me go back here. I took Akbar to Relic 3. I'll probably get him to Relic 5. So you can see he's Relic 3. So the next big push is for Fennec. Barris Offie. We got to get her up and running. So you can see I've got the pieces to take her one piece. But I still need basically 57 more of those. And I still need 40 more of these. Everything else is in place to take her up. So we're gonna get her done next, and then I got to slice her mods up, and then we'll do Nihilus and Scion is the big push before the next GAC. So I'm trying to get those up and running. Of course, Womp is Relic 5. I will take him to Relic 7. The only thing I have left to do is take his last mod to 6E, which will give him more health. Plus with the Relic 7, you can see I've got 2 tenacity sets and a defense set on him. We got his tenacity. It'll be once everything's said and done. It's at 143, but it should be around 150% once everything's said and done. So he'll be up and running, and he'll be a beefy boy with his health and protection and stuff once I get him to Relic 7 with the mods that I've got on. So
I gotta say, mine at Relic 3 is impressive.
Yeah, and so imagine
he went 3 for 3 this last week.
And where were you using them on, like Mon Mothma team, stuff like that?
A couple, 2 GG teams and a Momo team, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, it does make it nice. So we'll have him up and running. Fennec is up and running. Akbar we just did for the ship. I still have to do SRP in Biston to Relic, but that's not a priority. I got to get the Sith Triumvirate with Barris up and running. So we will have those characters relicked before the next GAC starts. And then I'm slowly farming Second Sister, slowly farming Iden. I probably will take Second Sister up. What am I missing here? Kyrotex I need, but I just don't. Sorry, but no. As much as I'd love to, I mean, I got to get those other characters relicked. I'll get and when she gets to 5-star, but I'm going to be putting Empire on defense. So you get what you get, girl, and that's all that matters. So, all right, and then you can see the other stuff that we're working on here. Eventually, I'll get to the Inquisitors, but I got to get again. Eventually, we'll do Magma, we'll do Range. We're going to do B2 as part of the Grievous team. He's up next. So slowly but surely, we're going to just keep working on characters and farms for this stuff. So there you go. All right, so we're going to get those characters up and running. I eventually do need to take Dark Trooper up, but he's okay where he's at. He's over 10,000 damage. Mace will go to Relic 5. Treo will go to Relic 5. We'll get the other characters up and running. Now it's probably Relic 3. That's all you really need. Sion I might take to Relic 5 because he's a tank. Him more than Trey and Nihilus because he's got to take those hits. I went through and did some more remodding. I'm trying to replace some of these mods on these characters with more 6E mods, so I can, or 5A mods to get them to 6E. So these characters are going to be up here for a little bit here. So, no, Mob Enforcer will not be going to Relic 9, Andrew Zani, you son of a bitch. How dare you, sir. I'll take mine to Relic 9 when you take yours, perhaps, Mr. Bigglesworth. All right. I know. Well, what else? Any 3? Yeah. If you want to donate to the Ranger J 1999, get bears to goddamn Relic Fund, then you can. And PayPal's linked in the description. Someone wants to do it, I'll be more than happy to take her up faster. But her gearing is absolutely horrifying. It is horrifying. I mean, when I looked at this, I was
Theirs is rough,
God damn. I mean, you need 150 of the HoloLenses. You need 80 of these pieces, these prototypes. It's like, God dang, man. God bless America. So I'm almost there with her. I just need 40 and 57 more. When I'm using my Get One and stuff for it, but it takes a New York minute. I'm doing what I can in Sith Raid. I'm doing what I can in CPIT, but Jesus Christ. She is brutal, dude.
I think, the bounty hunters weren't a walk in the park, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jedi Master Super Mace Winju says the fun that's name changes every 3 seconds. Yeah, usually it's the pizza, bourbon, and taco fun, but for today we'll call it the Bear Sophie get her to goddamn Relic fun. No, this is a brutal one. I mean, the other ones you have like a piece here and a piece there and a piece there, right, on the right side, but hers, man, holy shit. She's a tough one, man. She really is.
IG-88 was pretty tough.
Yeah, there's certain characters
he needed,
that like the ones that have like the double gold furnaces is like, God dang, man.
Yeah, well, he only needed 1 furnace, but he needed like double
something, right?
Double eyeballs and double shower heads.
Oh boy, yeah.
So I well, like I said this morning, I after all the gax and stuff, I was up to like almost 6,000 crystals, and I blew all of it on.
Oh, I had 8,000, and after I did Fennec and everything else, I'm like, okay, I'm down to 2,400. Well, those went by quick, but you know.
This morning I'm like, I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I'm like, oh, I got 29 crystals left.
Yeah.
But everybody's done. Now I'm just relicking for the executors. So.
Yeah, stay on target. You gotta stay on target. Hey, I just had a nice little tip in the. So someone says, TG. What is this? Yeah, TG. We'll just go TG. Says, thanks for the laughs. You are more than welcome. Thank you for the tip. Well, we're slowly getting there. What can I do with bears? If we do get enough. Now, this is when the skewers, you know how this goes, BCM. If I say something ridiculous like that, whether it's for pizza or anything, they like to do that horrible thing where they just give me $7.
Right.
Not 27, not 57, just good old-fashioned swevens.
I mean, do a sweveny at least.
No, the JT did that. Not sure. He does that to me all the time. It's like, oh, well, my. So if I did the crystals, is there a pack? Oh, God, what is this pack? No. Actually, that's not a bad pack for $20. Actually, this is a really good pack. Jesus Christ.
Which one? The $20 one?
The Empire one. So you get 20 of Piet, 20 of Vader, 20 of Rolgar, 20 of Gideon.
Yeah, that one.
But the geared here for $20 is fantastic. Holy shit. 50 Pyrotechs and all this other stuff? That's not bad. Damn.
They've had that other offer that's been popping up for what is it, $50 for either Luke or Sith Emperor. The C pack. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, no, I have not seen that one, but yeah.
I mean, you have it, but I mean.
Well, someone says read the pack. It says potential drops. Oh, really? Oh, I got overexcited here. Okay, let me look at this. Okay, each of the drop one of the following: 20 shards of Piet. And then all the good. Okay, so you only get one of the characters and then the stuff. Oh,
yeah, that's no good anymore.
Okay.
Now, if you got all of that, I'd say that's great, but so you can.
Okay, so you only get one. You don't get all the. You don't get all that. God damn it! I was tricked, dude.
They almost got you.
Damn it. God damn it, Jim. But I mean, still 20 shards of one of the character, and then you get the gear, the 25. Okay. 25,
yeah, but
50.
I mean,
okay.
I don't think it'd be. I mean, the gear maybe.
Yeah, I'm not as high on that one then as I was previously. So, sorry, I saw that initially. I was like, "Woo, CG! Look at you, go CG!" And now I'm like, "Well, shit." Oh well. Oh, damn it. Bleh. The stun gun pack is back for a chance to get 50 for 690 crystals. So I probably would not get 50 for 690 crystals. Let me go look here. Yeah, I think those are back. Yeah, they are. I need the other ones. These are fine. I have plenty of this shit. I don't need any of this. How am I looking at stun guns? I had 272. I'm okay.
And it's all...
Yeah, I don't really need any of that stuff. What I do need is when they have the other stuff in there. What is this, $9.99?
We need the right side pieces. Your 12 plus right side.
The $9.99 stuff's not too shabby here. How much is that? 6 days? Okay. And then you have the $29.99 one, but that's just
they got the large galactic upgrade kit.
Yeah.
3. That one looks pretty decent. I mean, pretty decent, but
no, I like these 640 packs. I mean, there's not for the 25 to 50. If you get the 50, that more than pays for itself. Because usually a full thing of stun guns is what 1,400 crystals. So I mean, even if you get the the bare minimum or whatever it is, it's not bad. Those aren't bad packs. So yeah. All right. Let's say hi to everybody. Get into the chat here. As I said, there's no events going on. There's nothing really happening. I don't have any raids at the moment. TW's about to kick off, but we won't fight that battle till tomorrow. We don't have any conquests or anything like that. No. We'll wait till the top of the hour, see if anything good comes in. As I said, I'm slowly creeping and peeping the old gear for Barris. We're gonna get her up and running. Then thing can shut up. Leave me alone, because I'm staying on target. I kept my word. You guys heard it. I worked exactly on how I want. I did change Jedi Master Luke thing. Wanted me to get some potency on Luke. So I was like, okay, what'd be the best way to do it? So I looked at his mods, and I could have put a potency set on. Would have been fine. I didn't want to dick around too much with his protection. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the hit on the protection on the cross and go with potency on the primary here. Which actually works all right. It's got a little bit of protection in the secondary of this mod, so I lost some protection, so my damage won't be as much, but I got him over. He wanted it over 90%, so I'm 96.47%. So I'm like, all right, I'll do that. We'll add some potency to him. All right, let's say hi to everybody. We got Dom, as he always comes in, says hi. He just says hi. He's elegant, classy.
Hi.
And yeah, hi, buddy. Glad to have you here. Makwa says hello. Hump day music. Mike. Says Makwa says, how does Yoda get through Wednesday? By saying, half over the week is now. There you go. Roy Edwards says, what day is it, Ranger? Hola, skewers. Hola, Roy. It is. Hola. It is. What? How do you say Wednesday in Spanish? I have no idea. Miércoles, whatever it is. I
only know how to order a beer.
Yeah. Dos cervezas por favor. All right. Hashtaggers join us. What's going on, hashtaggers? Says, hey, all. What's going on, HT? We are live, Don. That is correct. He says, the place at Relic level is on. The same character portraits look so weird and good. So, yeah. So, we saw that. So, at least you know there's an Omicron. We like that. We like that update. Kier Kanos says, good morning, skewers. Good morning, Kerr. Let's see here. Who have we not said hi to? Roy Edwards says, have you put the Omni on Wampa, though? Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, we updated and everything like that. All right, the Benjamin. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Says, it's hump day. It is hump day. Ogie D in the house. It says, hello there. Hello there.
Hello there.
Ray Rock joining the party with the Good Morning Picklers. Good morning to you, good sir. Mr. Bone, how do you feel, Mr. Bone? Says, good afternoon, skewers. Good afternoon to you, good sir. Roy says, happy I don't currently drive. $75 fill up, and I get 12 miles per gallon in the city. Ew. Yeah, that's a ew.
I'm right there. I got 14, but I drive a big truck.
Big old truck there. It's good. That's good country stuff right there, boy, I tell you. All right. Chef D says, hello, Ranger and skewers. Hello, Chef Boyardee. And Druzani, of course, we've talked about already, but he says, hello, Ranger. Hello, my friend. Beskar Bendita says, hola, Holmes. Hola, Beskar. What's going on with you, Ese? You chilling? You chilling, Holmes? What you doing? Ese? Glad to have you here. What else in the 3 says, happy hump day with humps, lumps, and tacos. That's right. You can have tacos any day you want. I mean, you really can. I mean, it's up to whoever you are.
And we're having Spaghetti Tuesday every Wednesday.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, whoever not said Hawthorne says, hello, Hawthorne. He says, need a 6-dot Akbar's mods if you're doing it for fleet. Well, I can only do these so fast. So all right. So what I will do, Hawthorne, is I will finish up the Womps. I have one more to do on the Womps. I got to have the Womps up and running. And then I'll go right into the Akbar. Right? So we'll get his mod 60 next. Does that work for you there, Hawthorne? I shall make it so. I have plenty of days to do it before the next GAC. So we'll get that squared away. Because Bears, I just have to take hers to... I just want to get hers somewhat manageable here. I still have to get these two... well, I need the materials. But we'll get some along the week here, so we'll be fine. We'll get her up and running. Let's see here... Andrew Zion says, real question, though. Is Mace someone worth considering as a luxury Relic 9? No. Relic 7 or 8. Rayrock says, I'm about to blow 4K crystals on 50 Merit Jade shards to get her close to 7-star since her drop rate is absolute trash. I told you, the hard node farms are trash. Cantina would have been better.
I'm with you there. I'm like, what? Just put them on Cantina. We can get them maps. Look at XSplit.
Welcome, Cornhorn.
No, people were like, too much.
We can't do the Cantina.
But what about my Relic materials? Like, just wait.
How you liking it? How you liking it now? How you like that shit now?
Yeah.
Say yeah. Shouldn't complain. Say yeah. Cornhorn 14 says you don't get all that, Ranger. Thank you. I know I'm an idiot, and thank you for being here. Lord Megatron and the Decepticons coming in hot and heavy. Very nice. Let's see here. Who else have we not seen? I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm going to try to say it. Hienchi Olivis. I'm sure that's wrong. It says, why potency for Relic 9 JML? Because his big hits land the Billy blocks and all that stuff.
And speed down and all that other fun stuff.
Speed down and all that fun stuff. And I just wasn't landing it. And for certain times we were facing GMK, it was really dicking us up. So, listen, when you're in Kyber 1, these little changes make a difference. So there you go. You can go with the potency set, as long as you keep your protection and health up there, but you do want some potency on them. So, because I wasn't landing a damn thing, and it was getting frustrating. Let's see. Sonum, what's going on, buddy? Says, hey, what's going on, buddy? Psycho Drums is joining us. What's going on, Psycho? Says, hump, let's go. Gappy, there he is. With the greeting we all love, to lots of waves or slaps to the face. It's just a big open hand. Pickles for everyone, so you get a pickled as well. And, of course, your sacrificial donuts and fluffy buttermilk pancakes for the goddess Ouchie Dumpling. Roy Edwards says, little car here. Yeah, if you have a little car, unless you don't use as much gas.
Listen, Gav, you got to calm down the Will Smith version.
No.
We're not Chris Rock up here.
I know.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah, of course. Man. We talked about it yesterday. I don't really want to get into it again. It happened. It's over. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
All right, I'm just checking the stores real quick. What do I need here? I need. So let me check them. No, not you. We need to. Let's see here. What am I missing here? So I need more of those, but there's nothing there. Is there anything for Bears? Let's see if we can get her mods up and running, because I do need to get hers to at least 5A. Let me look here real quick. Hey, Mary J. Hello. Says, happy up, kiddos. What's going on, Betty? Let me look here. Let me see here. Is any of those in the store? Let me look here. No, none of those. Of course, we can always get the large galactic bundle.
Of course.
Which is not a bad deal. I could. If we get enough donations, I will get the large galactic bundle. I'll do it. We need some more donations for me to do that. If you want me to fix bears. We can get those. Okay, good. Alright, so we get those. So we're pretty close there. We just need more of these other pieces. So we'll get those two to 5A, and then And then we'll it's just the old gear crunch on our ass. God damn it. Let me drink some more caffeine. Excuse me, Jesus. You talk this much, you get a little dry in the throat. Psycho Drum says, question: are you using your Bobo son of Django? If so, how? Don't see omnis on yours. If you answered this yesterday, sorry for repeating. I didn't hear you get to my question. No, I mean we are using them. I'm just using them, like with the BAM team right now.
The omnis are for territory wars.
Yeah, I don't bother with territory wars. So I'm not using them in Territory Wars yet. Eventually, when I get the Omnis, if they up the rate, eventually we'll put them on there and be more than glad to use them, but not a priority right now. We just did the one on Wampa. As for team, yeah, I'm using them like with the BAM team right now. Mainly for offense, and mainly just for the damage he does and stuff like that. And it really does help with BAM's Whistling Birds. It's a phenomenal ability to have Boba Fett sign a Django. And I'm not using them with Fennec because the team that I have to run with Fennec for the Lord Vader counter is Fennec with the crew that you see me run with Zam and Grief, Mando, and Boss. And that's for our Lord Vader counter. Now, you can run her. No, don't get me wrong. You can run that team against anything else. It's not a GL with Boba Fett, Fennec, and stuff like that. Works fantastic. Fennec and Boba Fett together are unbelievable. But just for the specific reasons of what we're using for... Oh, wait. Hey!
Hello, Governor.
Oh.
We have the Nev joining us, and we just had a $20 super chat donation. Why didn't it play the SC alert here? I guess it did. Okay. Clayton Hamby with a $20 super chat. Thank you. Says, I prefer tacos, but a galactic upgrade bundle will do. All right. We'll do that here in a second. You know what? We'll do that now. God dang it! All right, let me do that. Let me just.
Yeah, no. I've been having some dongle problems again, Ranger.
Hey, they make a blue pill for that, buddy.
Yeah, no. This time it was my Bluetooth dongle that was causing. I kid you not. This tiny little thing was causing the blue screen of death on my PC.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
This tiny little thing was causing. I got back from the weekend of painting and decorating because I didn't do much over the weekend. And all week, I've been like, why is everything slow? Why are things not working? Why does it keep crashing? Why does it keep freezing? Why do I keep getting the blue screen of death?
Why do I keep getting the Windows thing here? That's weird. Hold on, I'm having OBS issues. Stop doing that. I need to go in here and...
Did I just jinx you because I'm having PC IT problems this
week? Let me try something. I got to reset this. Yeah, I'm having... it keeps flipping back and forth. OBS keeps updating and farting me up, man. Okay.
Yeah.
OBS is the only thing that hasn't been fucking with me for like the past few months.
I'm telling you, man.
PC, yes. Monitors.
Oh, my PC decided it wanted to upgrade to Windows 11.
Oh, my monitors. I've got 3 monitors in front of me. They randomly decide when they do and do not want to work. It's such a pain in the ass. It's just like this one. All of a sudden, it'll go black, and I'll have to pull everything out at the back of the monitor and the back of the PC and plug it in just to get the damn thing back on again.
Do you have your HDR, automatic HDR on?
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Because mine will all go black and like refresh at random times.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a pain in the ass. It's been doing it ever since I did those devices that you can put on your monitor to get the perfect color.
Oh, right.
Spider Pros. I had a Spider Pro. I mean, I sold it now, but I had a Spider Pro, so I used the device to make sure that all of the color was right and nice and lovely and sparkly. Yeah. And ever since I did that, like I said, that one will randomly go off, or that one will randomly go. As long as that one doesn't randomly go off, I'm happy because that's my primary. That's the one I use to control everything. So as long as that one doesn't go off, I'm happy.
So like my main monitor
let's
here
try this again.
Is an older version of what these two are.
All right.
These two are newer, but they're all the same monitor. But it's some of the times, I get you. Sometimes the color's off between them.
Oh god, no! Mine are not. This one's a Dell, this one's a Gateway, and this one's an NEC. I've got 3 completely different monitors. But that's what happens when your monitors are like $5 a piece from Goodwill.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah, mine are all the curved gigabyte 32-inch, 1440 high def, 165 hertz refresh rates.
No,
I don't skip on my monitors.
See, you don't skip on your monitors. See, I clearly did skip on my monitors because I've just got 3 crappy 60 hertz monitors that cost me $5 a piece from Goodwill. Granted, though, hey, look, I've got two 19s, but I've got the one up top's a nice 22. Finding a 22-inch fully functioning LCD monitor from Goodwill for $5, that was a really good bargain.
All right,
my display.
Ranger's back. His OBS is.
I think I'm gonna see if we can make this work. I'm gonna get the large because our good friend Clayton just did a super chat. I will hook it up. Just want to make sure my stuff was. I just wanted to make sure my stuff was hidden before
Right. Before you push the button.
Yeah, I don't want to see that stuff there.
So me and BCM don't need to do filler anymore. You ready to go?
Okay, we're going. All right, there we go. Yay! I made it work because I'm not an idiot. All right, let's get the large galactic upgrade bundle. There we go. And that is done and done. All right.
What's in it?
Well, now you ask me.
What's in the box?
It's got.
What's in the box?
So just look it up. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's got energy and gear and slicing materials and all that stuff. So we're gonna go.
Okay.
See what we can go do with bears. Let's see if we can get some stuff for bears here. Try to get her squared away here. Give me a second here. All right, let's see what we can do with old bears. All right, bears, come here, you. We're gonna try to do some stuff here.
I gotta say, she's sneaky in that master loot team. I think people underestimate that crit thing in her kit.
All right, do that. All right. Do we have enough for another one? Let me see. We do have. We just have a few pieces here. So I've got the energy. Let's use it. Okay. Perfect. Done. Okay, we got the pieces that we needed there, so let's get that up and running. Okay, we'll slice that. Done. And just want to get it to 5. Okay, so that's parts done. We'll come back to you, Barris. Let's go use this other energy for the womps.
What are you doing to Barris? How come you're taking her up? What are you taking her up for?
Well, I just need to. I need her for the Sith Triumvirate team. She needs to be beefy. She's got to be a beefy girl. She's just not beefy enough.
You're using Barris in the Sith Triumvirate team?
Oh yeah, she's delicious.
Really?
Well, think about it. You get damage reduction from Treya's lead, and then if you have Barris on there, they get all that other stuff. So yeah, absolutely.
Anytime they get crit, they get health. So.
Oh, okay.
Right,
and that's why I've got her sitting on my master loot team. And
all right, so that's one piece there. You can use some crystals here, I think. Yeah, for the other one. We'll use crystals. Do this. We'll do our 3. Well, I'll use 50 crystals on here a few times, and let's see.
So who's your 5th on that team then?
Sith Empire Trooper.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that's what I use. I mean, I know obviously I understand why you're using Barris on it. I tend to use Maul on it. For the AOE days.
You can. There's nothing wrong.
And then obviously the Sith Trooper for the the tanking, obviously the taunting.
All right, so we got Wampa 6'd. Okay, he's all 6'd now. We just got to get him to Relic 6. Now, let's go back to Barris, and then let's try to figure this out. We got all this energy. Really, it's only... just see how many of these we can get. All right, so... let's use our ship energy here. See if we can get this... 3. And almost 3.
There. I mean, you're in trouble because you need swebbing.
I know, right? Oh, God.
And now you're not going to get it.
5. I'll do one more round here, see how close we are. All right, we're 41 away on those pieces, so not too shabby. Pretty close, so... All right, so she's pretty close there. I got to get 40 of the other ones. Which is a lesser piece, I think. No, it's still going to cost the same, right? 750. Give me 6. That's weekly shipments. Yeah, so we'll have to get pretty close there. Okay, so we got that done. All right. All All right, let's go spin the cantina here.
Have you seen the new update or the UI update there, Nev? Did you force your update or?
I've done the update. I mean, I haven't done it on Android, but I have done it on iOS. I have done it on my phone. To be honest, I mean, I haven't noticed that much difference. I mean, yes, you can see the Omicron.
Hey, I got an Omicron. Hey.
Yeah, the Omicron is there, which is nice. And obviously, you can do crafting in the scavenger now, which is nice.
Oh, I missed that.
But to be perfectly honest with you, I've not been blown away by anything. I suppose a lot of the quality of life changes are in GAC.
Yeah.
Right.
So not going to be able to fully judge the changes until we go back to GAC. But
all right.
Hey, I'm happy because I got my commander. I got Cat on the main.
Nice.
So she's going straight into the Padme team. I've only got her at gear 11 at the moment, but I should have her relicked by the time of the start of the next GAC. So she is going to be very, very important for my defensive lineup.
All right.
Wait, how do you craft?
How do you what, sorry?
How do you craft in the
Scavenger? Just hover over a piece that you don't have, and then it'll craft it.
So let's go check the scavenger here.
Oh, you can push the craft button. I
Yes.
got you.
I mean, I just looked at it and then, I just briefly looked at it.
Right.
I imagine that obviously because you can craft pieces. So if I imagine you can craft pieces that would only be available for one type of salvage into another type of salvage. That's the only reason. I mean, if all you could do was craft the lower stuff into the higher stuff in that same tier of relic salvage, that wouldn't be much good, because it's like, what, all right, so I hit the button 10 times less, that kind of, so I don't know. I haven't fully looked at it yet. I just know that, if you see something that's dark, you can craft it. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just assuming that it's, you're able to craft this gear using bits of pieces of gear from that you have more of, but for other relic pieces. I don't know, because all I did was go in and have a look. What's it looking like? Is this you in it, Ranger? Is it?
Yeah, but I'm not seeing. So if you go to the scavenger,
wasn't one of the functions of the scavenger to be able to ungear characters? Didn't they say that you could salvage the gear 8 stuff off an old character? How the hell are you supposed to do that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Let's see.
I like that you can craft stuff that you don't have. I mean, like you could click on that 6 and figure out.
There's a craft button.
Yeah. If you hover over,
you got to click into it. You got to click and hold.
Yeah, you got to click and hold on a piece of gear that you do not have.
Okay, God damn it! My mouse is freaking out now. I'd like to go to the scavenger. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Mostly.
So it's a piece that we don't have. Let's do what's one we don't have here? Let's see here.
Mary J. Yes, Mary J. Don't worry, you're coming on.
Okay, so you can just craft. Oh.
Yeah, you can just craft.
Oh, okay. There we go. So if I was a craft. That's nice. And then okay,
so
cool.
That's nice. So that's but it's still, I still don't understand the whole the other big thing that they were going on about was being able to salvage gear off, salvage the gear 8 off a character that you're never going to use. So I don't understand where we do that in the scavenger at the moment, because it looks like all you can do is craft pieces of gear that you don't have. You know, so you can go to, let's say, for example, I mean, you're looking at the carbonite circuit boards at the moment, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff right now.
Look at some of that higher stuff, and see if you can use like that. I'm just trying to think something that's a pain in the ass to farm. Oh, what about Kairos? Is there does it give an option? Is there some kind of salvage that you can use to craft Kairos? That'd be cool. That would be very. How cool would that be if you could fart? So you know, if there's just this great big pile of some gear that you've got, and all of a sudden, hey, I could craft a boatload of Kairos. Isn't this nice?
Yeah, you actually can. You can just craft Cartex here, like I could do the shock prod right now. Huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. Huh. All right.
Interesting. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me go back here real quick. Jedi Master Windu says they will eventually increase Omicron locations a lot since eventually there'll be like 100 Omicron abilities. Yeah, just like say it as we'll get there. Wolfell, what's going on, buddy? Says hard no doesn't hurt when you get a 0, like spending 300 refreshes for 4 days, only getting 10 challenge shards. That's not 10 a day. That's 10 over 4 days. Well, that's just, man, I thought I had shitty RNG. Jedi Master Super Mace Windu says that pack's only good for the ridiculous amount of energy in it. Yeah, but it's damn good. Let's see here. Let's see. Anybody else I haven't said hi to? Okay, that's everybody trying to tell me how to do this, and we figured it out. Maximus says, can we take a moment to discuss the frustration of how long it takes to get a new character up and running between the horrible shard drop rates, gear grind, and relics? It sucks. Well, the gear, the drop rates are the drop rates. Now, I've never been a big fan of those, but they are what they are, right? That part of it is crap. Now, the only part of the gear that's really horrible is the Gear 12 stuff. And having recently done this myself, getting to Gear 12, there's plenty of stuff now that comes through events and the daily challenges and everything like that, that we're getting plenty of all that other stuff. Plus the raids and everything. That's to get a character to Gear 12 is not the issue. It's when you get him to Gear 12. That stuff is really ridiculous. Because the problem is, and here's the biggest problem, especially say like you're working on a GL. Did my game lock up? It did. I have to reload it. Well, I guess I spent too much time on Barris. So when you get to Gear 12, you want to get your character to Relic 0 and then hire relics. So to get a character to Relic 0 takes all those gold pieces, that Gear 12 pieces to get them up. The left side pieces and the right side. Problem being is when you want to take these characters to a higher relic, you have to, just like when I just did recently, Jedi Master Luke and Piet. The amount of furnaces and pads and the things that I had to salvage, it was 260, 520 of those. Think about how many characters I could have used that gear on to take 2 characters to Relic 9 that I could have taken to Relic 0. Don't get me wrong, Piet and Jedi Master Luke are worth Relic
there's
9.
A lot of characters that you could have taken from 12.
But I could have easily taken a buttload of characters up to Relic 0. And getting to Relic 5 is not that big a deal.
No.
You know, Relic 5 is not that hard. It's past Relic 5 that you get the Zimbiddles and the conductors and all that other stuff that really becomes a nightmare. And the only way to salvage it is to salvage your really good stuff. And, you know, you're in a catch-22. If you try to go for higher relics on your characters, that means some of your other characters are suffering. And I think that's the biggest issue we're having right now. The drop rates, I mean...
Drop rates have always sucked.
They've always sucked.
Fleet nodes. They've always sucked.
Fleet nodes and hard nodes.
I'm doing, what is it? Carl Catan took like me next to no time whatsoever. But Cash Rendar, it's taking forever. I'm doing 3 refreshes every single day. And on some occasions, I'm not even getting double digits from the Sims.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll do 10. A 10, a 10, and a 10, or a 10, a 10, and a 7, or a 10, a 10, and an 8, whatever I get from the 3 refreshes, because it's 16, and I'll get like a 2, and a 4, or a 1, a 3, and it's like, okay, so all of these people saying, oh yeah, you can get these characters in a week if you do 300 refreshes, and I'm thinking to myself, fuck off, it's taking me a month. with 300 refreshes a day.
Yeah.
So as you say, Ranger, the drop rate.
It depends. Some days on those cantina farms, I'll get like 18 to 20. Some days I get 8 to 10. You know, so it just depends.
Sometimes it sucks when it's. I mean, a good day is double digits. A bad day is
single digit.
A regular day is single digits.
The cantina I can deal with. It is what it is. But the hard node farm, then you guys have seen me. If you watch the
hard
long
nodes
enough,
suck.
Whether it's been the ships or it's been anything, it's really brutal, and I just can't stand it. So usually what I do is I use crystals to finish up characters. Like I'm almost tempted to do Iden. I'm just sick of farming that, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay on target because if I'm going to use crystals, it's going to be get second sister up to 5 stars for her ship, right? So, and have
how
her
awesome! I just want to say how awesome is that CG went back to putting the new characters on good notes. How awesome a node is Iden on?
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
It's good.
It's a double one because you get the hyena.
And the vulture.
The vulture droid, not the hyena bomb. You get the vulture droid on the. See, this is what that whole Bad Batch period. They kind of like.
Here, I'll see how many I get. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna see if I can get some more Iden shards. Let me see what I got here.
I'd really like to see.
All right, I got 3. Hey, that's not bad. 3. That's not bad.
I'd
really like to see him bring back 8.
All right, let's see what we get for second sister. I'm feeling frothy. I'm feeling.
You are
filling my oats here. Let me go in here and try the old second Swister. Let's do this, and then let's sim it up, and let's see what happens. Oh, we got 1. All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
It's
I'm
one.
I'm farming that character as well.
So we're gonna use the rest of these for Kyrtex.
I want to see him bring back the 8 hard node tries.
Yes, that would be lovely. How not? They haven't done that for like 2 years.
Right, but they need to just make it permanent,
then
double the ship drops.
Yeah, the last time they did that, Carrie still worked for CG.
That's true. Yeah,
because Carrie came.
Because
Carrie spoke to us during an interview and said, "Yeah, it was only supposed to last for a couple of weeks."
Yeah, it was like a month.
I kind of made it last 6 months because it went on for 6 months.
Well, it had started. I think they did it for like a week or 2, and then we were like, bring it back, and then they brought it back for like 6 month period. And then they dropped it again.
It was nuts. And the thing is that Carrie played the game, so she would make changes specifically to cater to what she wanted to see in the game. It was like with the fleet challenges for the Zetas. She was constant. She would do that. She would get nothing, and she's like, right, change this right now. I want guaranteed Zetas when people do the fleet challenge. And
well, now that they now for Kyber, since they've made 3, or it's going towards 3 fleets, we need to double those ship drops.
Yeah, the ship. Yeah, the
well, I don't. Yeah, that's one thing. Is the drop rate on ships needs to be expedited. I do not understand why that is not a thing in this game.
It does. It's so strange.
It doesn't make any sense.
They did it with characters. Older characters after a year are getting double drops now.
Right. So the character farm, not for newer characters, but for characters that have been out a year, and we're about to get the Bad Batch into that category as well, right? We just recently had Dark Trooper and Bo-Katan, right, going to the double drops, right? And you get double the for the crystals you use, you get double the amount of character shards for that you would normally get only half of that for a newer character, right? So again, for older characters and stuff, there's expedited farming for that. To gear 12, everything's fine, but the drop rates for newer characters are not going to change, guys. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Because they're trying to get you to spend money, and that's the one way that they can put the pressure on you to do it. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, it's how they do it. I mean, and I just no bullshit about that. I'm fine with the newer
characters being that way, but the ships have all been out forever.
Yeah, the ships is a different story. We should have had expedited farming on the ships a while ago, and I don't understand it. But then again, they've been so helter skelter with ships. It's hard to figure out like what the hell they are doing with ships.
It takes. I mean, if you were to take all of the ships available in the game, and then you were to take an equal number of characters and said to somebody, right, farm all of the ships and the equal amount of characters at the same time, you know for a fact that you're going to have the characters before you have the ships because of the drop rates. And that's why the ship drop rates for the older ones needs to be increased so that people can,
if they did those two things, if they addressed those two things, if they addressed expedited farming for ships and then Gear 12, this game would be fine. There'd be no
Gear 12 plus, but yeah.
Well, I'd even take the left side to Gear 12, right? If that could be expedited, right?
I don't have a problem with the left side. It's the right side for me.
I know, but I'll take a compromise here just to get something started, right?
Something, yeah. Just the 12 to 13 jump is the biggest, I think, bottleneck right now for at least. I would consider myself a mid-game player, maybe end game, but I think the 12 to 13 jump is the rough one.
It's the rough one.
God.
It's horrible. I mean, we're looking at it right now, Barris. I mean, that's why I'm sitting here. If you want to donate to the Ranger J needs to drink bourbon fund right now, I got it up and running. Hit the PayPal. I mean, we just did the big pack, but I mean, look at this. This 150 of the HoloLenses for her because she needs one in each of those 3 slots. And then on top of that, you've got the golden eyeballs. You need 80 of those. That's not even talking about Pyrotex and the other pieces here. So that's a rough farm, man. I mean, that is really rough.
Well, like I said,
it's even rougher when you're doing
5,000 crystals getting IG-88 to Gear 13.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And when you just touched on, you're touching on it there, BCM. When you have multiple characters to take from 12 to 13 for a GL,
you're right.
That's even hard. I mean, I'm trying on my main account. I'm trying to do C at the moment. Right, it's taken me like a week to 2 weeks to take my Gear 12s to Gear 13.
Yeah,
because I'm free to play, so I can't buy stuff. I have to earn the crystals and then buy the gear and farm the gear. I just finished doing Tarkin, and now I'm doing Sidious. There was 2 green crosses. I'm like, yay! I clicked on one of the green crosses, and the other one disappeared, didn't it? So I'm like, great. So I've got Gear 12 plus 1, and I've got plus 5s to do now, and God, I'm just not looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. I've been doing the executor climb for the relics for the last month and a half.
And I've just unlocked Cat, and I really, really want to take her to at least Relic 3 or Relic 5 for my Padme team. I mean, I only had enough for 1 Zeta, so it's gone straight on our insta kill, so I don't care about anything else. Oh, BCM, he dropped off, mate. Where's he gone?
He's probably has to go talk or something.
I just dropped my camera.
Yeah, he's still there. He's just getting some coffee or something there.
I know.
Yeah, I got to step away from the camera. So
Andrew Zani says, whoever makes the decision on quality of life stuff seems hell-bent on doing the bare minimum. We should have had fleet loadouts and double drops 2 years ago. Gear is what they make the most money on in the game. They're going to take as long as possible to do the rest of the gear changes. The gear changes have been talked about for a while. And they talked about the different phases. I don't know what's taking so long for the next phase of gear. I'm a little perturbed by it myself because this is something we've had discussions with them for a long time, and I was excited, and I am still excited. I give CG. Listen, guys, you know me. When I think CG gets it wrong, Nev can confirm. I bust a cap on CG. But when they get it right, I make sure that they get props. You
give them credit where credit is due.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be fair.
Yeah, I do. You got to be. You slam them when they make stupid mistakes, and you give them credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
I mean, like we gave them the credit where the credit was due, regarding getting to Gear 11. It's a lot easier to. It's a lot. I mean, it's you can get a character to Gear 11 pretty much without even thinking about it these days, can't you?
It's not that. But
I got Cat.
I
got Cat, and literally, I'm like, as soon as I took her to 85, she went straight to Gear 11. Just upgrade, straight away. And then from Gear 11 to 12, I was able to do 4 pieces.
Sure.
So I look at that and I think, yeah, okay. So clearly, I've been getting a bunch of that gear. And I can take characters straight to Gear 11. Wonderful, but
but that's not where that's not where the rubber meets the road now. In chat,
it's 11 to 12 and 12 to 13.
It's so it's actually let's bring this as part of it too. Getting to Relic 0 is a pain in the ass, right? With all those pieces. But then
Getting
Relic
to Gear
6,
13,
7, 8, and 9 is really horrifying too. So, but that's where they're going to make their money. They're going to make their money in those two spots. But that being said, I mean, you can
run out of salvage, like you run out of salvage at 8, buy the pack.
Yeah, see, for my
thing is salvage.
Yeah. So for me, especially with salvage being an issue, is just expedite all the Gear 12 pieces and stuff, right? You're still going to make money because people to get those pieces, they need a buttload. They're still going to spend money to try to get 6, 7, 8, 9. Just let people get the Relic 0, and it just makes them feel better because they have somewhat of a chance in GAC and other things to somewhat compete. I mean, there's a big difference between having a Relic character with all those boosted stats and a Gear 12 character. It's a big difference, folks, with speed and everything like that. So, yeah, I'm of the mindset that, and I'll keep bringing it up to them, you know, guys. I mean, here's the thing. When you guys bring the stuff up in chat, trust me, it's not just me, but it's the content creators and everybody talking to CG about this stuff, saying, hey, this is what we're seeing. This is kind of the deal, you know, and CG's aware. They watch the streams too. I know for a fact that Doge and Chrome watch this stream all the time, and other people from CG watch these streams. So, you know, we just have to keep addressing the issue. And just be patient. I know it's not an easy thing to say, but, you know, if you just keep bringing it up, you know, eventually we'll get things changed. I mean, for the longest time, we didn't have expedited farming, and then they did it.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of things in this game that's in there now. It does take some time, and I try to give them a little bit of leeway on that stuff because I'm not a programmer or software or coding person. I don't know the intricacies and stuff like that. Some of you out there might know, but I wouldn't even begin to how long it takes to do something like that. So, Rowdy, EA has economists that have to approve all currency economies across all their platforms. There's no chance if CG can make changes without their approval. That's why whenever they give, they take. That's true. I mean, I know there's people that do look at nothing but the economy in this game.
I mean, it is a business after all.
It is a business. They got to make money, guys. Let's be real too. They got to make money. If this game doesn't make money, it dies. And if it dies, then we don't have any game to play. So
I will say I do think they some of the feedback that, you know, I think I've seen over the years is now we're seeing these $10 packs again, and that was great because remember when everything was like 20, 30,
the packs
$40.
Have gotten better. Yeah, there's still the crazy packs that are in there. And I'm just like, don't buy
right,
but there's other ones. It's like that Galactic, the one I just got, the Galactic upgrade one. That's a really, really, really good pack. I mean, the amount of energy, gear, and stuff you get for $19.99, that is a phenomenal pack, folks.
Right. But even like they're bringing back like the $10 packs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, the lighter spenders like me, I mean, never free to play, but the lighter spenders, a $10 pack here, a $10 pack there is nice.
Nev's been known here and there to spend a little now and then, but not a lot, but that's okay.
Right. It's all good.
Red Ribbon Army question. What is the Omni order for Starkiller for GAC? You just need, there's no conflict. The other two are nice. You don't need it, but I mean, I would go, there's no conflict. And then his big lifting the thing and throwing, I don't have it up in front of me, but the last one's the AoE. So if you're going to do anything, just you can do quite well, Red Ribbon Army, with there's just much conflict in you. Jedi Master Super Miss Windy question. If they increase gear, then signal data will be an issue since you will gear faster than the signal data, so you think they should add signal data to more locations eventually. Yeah, I do. The problem I have with signal data is that it's only in one location. I mean, you get it from events and stuff, right? But in small, very small intricacies like today, like the Secrets and Shadows, you get some if you can clear up to that point. That's a big if. I cannot beat Challenge 2 of this one, so this is the only one I do not get the Challenge 2 and 3 gear. The other ones I've got beat, and so, right, I get pieces from there, but it's very small increments. And the only place I can get is Cantina. Now, if you have nothing to farm in Cantina, it's great.
It's great.
But problem is, most people have shit to farm in Cantina. And I'd like to see Cantina. It was the old thing when we had mod energy, you know, tied into Cantina. It's got to be separated. There's got to be a separate thing for signal data. I just think it's something that they need to do. Let's see here. Ray Rock says, my problem isn't Relic mats, it's Relic scraps. The carbonate circuit boards and the bronzy wire for lower Relic levels since there's used so much of it. Yeah, that's a big problem too. But I think if we can get more Gear 12 in there and other, you know, that could help as well. Tumble says CG has to make more millions of dollars. They do. You don't get rich by saying I now have enough money. No, that's true.
The chat, they could definitely throw something in challenge. The challenges when you do the mythic tier, you just get Omega. Throw some gear in there, because you go all the way along from tier 1 all the way up to challenge tier 1, challenge tier 2, challenge tier 3, and there's loads of stuff, but there's that one mythic
You have
tier,
to have you've got to have the characters and the gear to do it. I have an account that can beat all those but the Night Sister one. Not interested. I've beaten the challenge tier 1. I get the shit from that. I'm like, good. But other than that, nah, fam, no. Andrew's on it. I don't have a problem with them making money. I have a problem with the way they try to scam people in something like the pack you got excited about because it looked like it had a ton of gear. Yeah, but that's because I'm an idiot. I should have read that more. And you should, as a consumer, you should read that. I didn't really look at it. I just saw, oh, that looks pretty good. But I didn't buy it. And you guys, and I would have asked before I did anything like that. It's not a pack I'd seen before, consistently. And so you just got to be careful about that. As a consumer, you have to really pay attention to what's being put out there. And if you're not sure, really ask, read
the terms and conditions.
Don't be like, Ranger J 1999. Don't be that dummy. They're like, oh, that's a great pack. Boop. Don't be dumb like me. No. Public service announcement: don't be Ranger J 1999. You'll have a much cleaner, happier life. Super Miss Windy says, I think they should add another farming game mode for characters that would be hard and add Sigma's and some Relic mats to it. Yeah, I would go for that. Absolutely, I would go for that. Hell yeah. I need to check the stores. It's top of the hour. Let's go see if we can do some mod depression. And, well, let me check the Get store fleet. Let me check this first. All right, let's see. Are those the eyeballs I need for bears? No. Bastards. All right, nothing in the Get 2. God damn it. I was really hoping that I'd have what I needed for that. Okay, no. Damn it. God damn it. All right, let's check the shard store. Is there anything in there I can eat? No. Oh, we got some. We got the eyeball. We got some balls. We have some balls. There we go. Balls are there. We need those. We need. You have balls. I like balls. All right, so we got that. Well. All right, we'll check the mod store. Let me just check this store real quick. Yeah, I want more of those, and I definitely want some more of those. I don't need any of those. Smart Fives is really only a few characters, so okay, we're there. Okay, let me get the cash. Give me the cash, and then we'll get our salvage here. Always want to buy the salvage out of the store, guys. It matters. And then let's go look at the mod store. Let's see if we find anything nice for mod depression. Health, offense, cross with offense set with health, tenacity, protection, speed, offense. Shit, I might bite that one. It's got offense secondary. That one's a big fat no. It's an arrow. Nope. Anything else? What are you? Health, tenacity. That's actually a pretty nice one too. I'm gonna buy both these ones for the skewers. Let's, fuck it. Let's go do some mod depression. Let's see how Ranger J 1999 handles the goddamn mod depression here. Let me see here. Maximus question: does anyone else think the rewards for Conquest could get amped up? For a 2-week event, I find the rewards are lackluster. More gear and relic materials should be added for a long event. I'd like to see a little bit of the gear increase. I mean, don't get me wrong. The slicing material and the other stuff that comes in there is fan-bloody-tastic, right? But I agree. The gear is kind of... bleh. I like to see... For a 2-week event, I agree with you 1,000%, Maximus. I'd like to see them up the gear. I mean, that'd be a great way to up the gear 12. Tons of gear 12 out of that shit. You put a bunch of gear 12 in there... Like I guarantee you get some more people doing Conquest.
Yeah, not just Conquest though, Ranger. Challenges, sure. Conquest, and GAC.
I love all of it.
Those if they were to pile in a load of Gear 12 pieces, whole pieces and salvage, the luck of the draw type thing, but the chance there. Just like there's the chance for the rewards from territory wars, then I think something like that would be great.
I think,
like you said, it would encourage people to play those game modes more. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you gotta put the carrot out there. There's no, Conquest.
I don't care about Conquest. I very rarely reach box 3.
Here's the thing: the reason why you should do it is because for those people that can't get the whatever character or ship that's there, right? Put more gear in there, so they get. Like they feel like they're getting something out of it, because even the lower challenge tier boxes is like, so You know,
it's all about getting the character. And the thing
that's
is,
the only reason I do it. Conquest will start next week, and I'll be right up there, up the ass, doing it again. Good old Conquest.
I don't give a shit about. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have Cat on my main account, but I don't give a shit about 2 weeks of effort for that character. Yeah, no. If they put gear in there, I would definitely put more effort into it.
Andrew Zine says, I hit a wall where I'm constantly out of Omega mats. I wish there was a better way to consistently get them. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of at that stage of Andrew Zine, you will push through that, and eventually you'll have more Omegas than you know what to do with. Just trust me on that. I have more than I know what to do with. I remember those days. You'll get past it, dude, but I can understand your frustration. Speaking of frustration, how about we do some mod depression? That's right, folks. It's that time of the day. You guys love it. Everyone loves it. Where Ranger J 1999 being the mongrel jackass that we've proven again. And did the game lock up again? Okay, it didn't. I was like, what the hell?
Cue the game show music.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here? But this is the time of the show where I try to roll mods on the stream. It goes horribly wrong most times. Out of the tens of thousands of mods, and that's not a made-up number that I've rolled on the lunch stream, I've only ever hit 36 mods, 20 speed or more. So we try to roll mods. It goes horribly wrong. It leads to me being depressed and you guys great joy and laughter at my suffering. We call it mod depression. All right, here we go. We're going to go with our first mod. It's that offense one. It's a health cross, but it does have offensive secondary. Let's see if we can get anything nice with it. I don't know how I feel about this mod. It only hit 5 speed. It's 8 speed. It didn't hit any offense, protection, tenacity. Ew, Jesus. I got to think about that one. I don't know what I can do with the hell I'm going to do with that. I didn't hit any of the stats I was hoping for. All right. Well, mod depression's kicking off just the way we thought so. Leaving Ranger sad again. All right, here we go. Now this one's a health. It's a crit damage set. Of course, all circles are health or protection, but it's got tenacity, it's got crit chance, speed, and flat protection. But we're hoping that speed hits big time. If a little bit of the speed hits and crit chance, I'll take it because that's a hell of a good mod. All right, here we go. And for Christ's sakes. So the tenacity hit and the flat protection hit. We didn't hit any crit chance or any goddamn speed.
That's a fugly looking.
That is a
mod now.
That is a sad state of affairs, folks.
That is a really, really fugly looking.
That is some grossiness right there. That is a mod that you just want to just shake your head in sadness and just walk away and rethink your life. Damn. God damn it, Jim. Oh boy. Gap, he says mod depression, like a secret knife attack, but worse. Mod depression by Ranger J 1999. Yeah. Well,
that'd be a great product, wouldn't it? An aftershave by you called Mod Depression.
Yeah, I should. Yeah,
but apply to skin and watch the women cry.
Well,
as you depress everyone around you with the subtle smell.
Yeah.
Eau de toilette. Mod Depression.
I should have like a side preview of my face, do a commercial in black and white.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Silliness.
With the smoke in the background,
yes.
Just slowly rising.
My life is tragic.
Yes.
All right, Red Ribbon Army question: how do you mod Omni Wampa? Well, this is the Calvin Austin way. Now he had an extra defense set, but I went more tenacity with defense set, mainly health primaries, offensive primaries. Oh, wait, which one did I do? No. I did health. I'm thinking. I'm thinking Mace. I'm thinking Mace. Christ, for ignoring me. So we're gonna make him a beef boy. He is gonna go to Relic 7. We'll get these all sliced up eventually. But yeah, you see, I've got tenacity.
I was about to say, bring up his stats, mate, because I'd like to see them because my Wampa can solo a GG.
Well,
so I'd be curious to know what your stats and my stats are.
Well, he's only Relic 5, but he's 72,000 health. 44,000 protection. Now those will go up significantly once I get into Relic 7. But his tenacity is the big number there. I got it to 144.26. Just so he can take a beating and keep on ticking through that stuff. But that's the main thing.
What was your health and protection on that, mate?
72,000 and 44. Basically 45,000, 73,000.
Yeah, no, my health is. I sacrificed a lot on health. So that, I mean, I've got the tenacity up to 175% on mine. On my Wampa, I've got 3 sets of 3 tenacity sets on mine. Three full tenacity sets. To be honest with you, I was kind of blown away that Wampa, because it even the stats on mine, it chewed through a Relic 7 GG team with what on it.
Yeah.
So not only did the Wampa have to go through the entire squad, it had to take out the B2 twice because what revived it. And at no point was the Wampa in any danger whatsoever. The cooldowns just constantly keep getting reset, right? Which is great for the Wampa.
Wampa?
It's just, I mean, like I said, mine's Relic 4, but yeah, I could definitely upgrade them for some additional stats on there. I think I'd rather upgrade the mods on the Wampa than waste resources on Relic levels.
Well, however you got to do it, buddy.
Well, no, I'm just thinking, if you did not have 6E mods, but you had a Relic, what would you prefer? A Relic 4 Wampa with 6E mods and good stats, or a Relic 7 Wampa with just some average gold mod, 6 gold
Depends on what the
no
stats
6Es.
equal up to in the mods you're using. So it's kind of the math at that point. So, but you asked me a math question, so shame on you, Nev.
Mine's only Relic 3. I had 78k health on it, but I just remodded him. So
yeah.
Did you what did you use him for? What did you use the Wampa for a solo for? With the
I've taken out 2 GGs and a Momo team.
Yeah.
I've been told it's good against Momo as long as Cara Dune isn't relicked.
Oh no, I'm trying to remember. I think I'd have to look at my history, but I believe.
Well, you can take on that team if it's Relic, but your Wampa has to be Relic 7 to do that, right?
Well, no, I think mine was. I don't know if she was Relic, but I can't remember if she has the Zeta. I got to look back at the history, but I do know it took a little bit, but he finally made it through.
I just like the fact
but
that
mine's only Relic 3, so.
I just love it. If my opponent puts a GG team on defense, I'm instantly now rubbing my hands with glee. The Omni was worth it. One character, and that's all you need to take out a GG team, and you never have to worry about that team.
Oh yeah, I was averaging 78.
Yeah.
Per squad. So because I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this in and give it a shot. But okay, he's gonna be my solo now. So, but for Kyber 3,
we got a really good question here for Canon Rob 1. He says, question: how do you manage your GA division? I'm at 3.6 million GP and went to Kyber, but meeting far superior opponents. So getting into eroding would be more crystal efficient, I think, in the end. Yeah. So that's a great question.
Yeah.
So the way you just have to kind of so when you get to Kyber, right? It really will test your account. At 3.6 million, you are way over punching there, Cannon. And that's okay. What it does, I don't mind, like this last 3 rounds, I went 1 and 2. Why? Because everybody that I was faced was 9.8 million, 9.4 million GP. So no matter what I did, they could just bulldoze through my defense like it's nothing. And then they had just ridiculous amounts of Relic 7s to 9 on defense that I had to face. And I'm happy with the 1 and 2. It could have been an 0 and 3. I was facing some monsters in GP and stuff. Yeah. That's just the way it is. That's why I'm working on the stuff that I'm working on to round out my characters and stuff, so I have even more viability. When I'm at my level, even a little bit higher, I can take on anybody and win. And I went 3-0 the previous round when that was the case. But when it wasn't the case, when I had those monster accounts that I was going, because I was in the top 1,000 when I got tagged, right? Just too hard. I mean, it's a really tough flight. So I had to rethink, when I went 1 and 2, and I'm fine with that. All right, I'm 1 and 2, but why? What do I need to work on? And I got to get the Sith Triumvirate up, right? I knew we got fleets coming, so I did that. I need something for this team, so I'm working on Wampa. We were trying our Fennec out. Definitely knew she needed to go to Relic 8. So it's those little things there that you're going to pick up on, like, all right, this is what I'm seeing. What do I need to work on to get there? Now, 3.6, you may have 1, maybe 2 GLs at most their ROM. When you start getting to the Kyber leagues, you're going to run into people with many more, GLs and things of that nature. Yeah. So it kind of focuses on what teams you want. Just stay focused, man. And if you need to stay in a Rhodium, sure. But, you do get more crystals from Kyber, you're going to lose more, right? So you just have to kind of look at, just stick to your plan, man. That's the best way to do it. Eventually, you'll get to your characters and your account to where you want it at. But no matter what you do, I mean, I've got all 6 GLs, Star Killer. I mean, I have a really good account. You're just going to run into that beast in the skill rating system. That's just going to, it's a tough win. It's a tough ask. Nev faces it all the time. BCM faces it all the time. Yeah. Where you're just outmatched. It's just the way it goes. And so, you try to learn from, it does at that point. I'm just like testing stuff. I'm like looking at different teams. What can I do better? I don't like to lose, but I kind of treat it as a learning experience. Sometimes you just like that 9.8. I was like, yeah, I'm host. I did the best I could. We did really well, but I beat a 9.4. And then the other one's 9 something, and I just couldn't face it. It's too much. When they had that many teams.
But it was one of the weeks I beat he had 5 GLs to my 2. And so it was just a random, I knew I was going to lose. So I just went paper thin defense because I wanted to play with all my toys, and he didn't put anything on defense. And it was just like, holy crap, I actually won by efficiency.
Yeah. So
I face a lot of people, especially this last month. I faced a lot of people that knew that if they set a very specific defense against me, that they literally didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And during the first couple months, I was facing monster rosters, but people that didn't know how to use them.
Yeah.
They just didn't know how. So I faced someone with 6 GLs, but no executor. And the only chance I had of winning was if they didn't put any GLs down at all. And they didn't. And they didn't have an executor. So I full cleared them, but they couldn't get past my fleet. And then this past week just gone, I faced someone with 3 GLs to my 1, but 2 of their GLs were Relic 8. So they put one of the Relic 8s on the top, one on the bottom. They knew I'm not going to clear anything. And then they just cleared 1 territory. And it's like, so sometimes somebody that knows how to play the game and knows how to set a defense that leaves them very, very little to do. Yeah. Unfortunately, this poor guy is... Play it as if they don't, if you're, when you're at 3, when you're in that GP bracket, especially at the bottom end of Kyber, you've sometimes you have to try and set a defense that's playing against the competitor, not the roster.
Yeah.
So a bit like poker, play the player, not the, but play the, play the player, not the cards. Sometimes when you're that low down, you've got to try and play your opponent. So you've got to go over their history and see how often they do, how often they play, and when they do play, how, do they just take a battle and go? And if that's then something that they do, it's like, right, okay, so I've got a good chance that even though they have a better roster than me, that they don't really play. So I'll do my defense, not based on what their roster is, but so there are ways to manage it, mate. You've just got to you've just got to do the research.
Yeah,
you really, really do. If you do that, if you research them back like a good 3-4 months and find out what type of, how many, if they only participated in 50% of GACs in the last 3 months, you got a 50-50 chance of beating them because they might not turn up. So
that's what happened to me in the very last round. Is this guy had 3 GLs to my 0, or to my 2, and so I knew he always put 2 of them on defense. I took both of mine on offense and cleared the top 2 zones plus all of his characters. I couldn't get past his JML. He was a thick boy. But then he just attacked twice. He cleared my bugs. He failed against my Momo and then stopped. He only got like 69 banners and that's it. And then he didn't play the rest of the match. And I'm like, you could have wiped me out. So where'd your C go? What'd you use your C on that failed? Because he kept him for offense. So maybe he seeded my bugs and then didn't have anything left. But
yeah,
I mean, but he had the roster. He had me by 1.5 mil.
Well, some people the higher you go up, the more competitive it's going to be. I'm just going to warn you that right now, mainly for the crystals and stuff. But Rhodium, Kyber 5, Rhodium 1, it's kind of that demarcation line, right? So just play it by ear, and understand if you go to Kyber now, you have to have 3 fleets on offense and defense. Just a thing you have to consider.
If you're just you guys at the lower end, this is just advice from I have one in Kyber 2, one in Kyber 3, and one in Kyber 5. Right now, on my Kyber 2 account, I don't think I need to do it yet because I'm the bottom end of Kyber 2, not the top end of Kyber 2. I am going to continue placing 2 fleets on defense across all 3 accounts because my strategies a lot of the time is dependent on getting the hold, right? The extra fleet that you have to put in the node, right? In the big scheme of things, doesn't really make. I think.
Well, for where you are, yeah. For me, it's not a problem.
For the top for Kyber 1 for the top end people, it's going to be a strategic and tactical issue moving forward, without a doubt. But for the lower down ones, we can just ignore it. So a lot of people, it's like, oh, so you're going to sacrifice the 70 odd banners, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't care about banners. But the fleet, the banners are irrelevant if they can't get past 2. Right.
But the fleet we're going to put in there anyways is going to give them 70 some odd banners anyways because we got to put trash there if you're going to fill that spot.
I keep hearing people saying I'm going to put trash as a 3rd defense, and I'm like, why waste?
Just give them the banners.
Yeah. Why waste the 3rd trash team? Okay. When you might need that trash team for a cleanup.
Yeah.
So
that's a good. I mean,
it's a cool strategy. I hadn't really thought about that. My basic thing was, if you don't got the fleets, keep your best stuff for offense. Put crap down on defense. Especially if you're outclassed. If you're outclassed, it's going to be your best bet. Because
I'm actually going to give the advantage. I mean, I'm saying it publicly now, so anybody that faces me, you already know you're going to face 2. I'm only ever going to place 2. I'm flat out telling you now. So I will tell that to every single one of my opponents that I face. I will DM them and I will say, oh, by the way, I just want you to know, I'm completely ignoring this fleet change rule and I'm only placing 2 on defense. My opponent can take that and use it and put down 3. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I've placed a 2 fleet defense that I don't think you can get past with everything. And now you've just wasted a fleet by putting them on defense.
Yeah, it depends on what your roster is. Absolutely. I agree with this 100%.
I would rather hit somebody with 5, whether it's 2 or 3, than hit somebody than hit someone with 4, whether it's 2 or 3.
Yeah. So let's see here. Josh LC, what's going on? It says, hello there. Hi there, Ranger. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Chef D says, tell us, Nev, this was my question yesterday on my roster review. Yeah, I was looking at it. I think it was ships yesterday. I did a lot of them yesterday because it was roster review Tuesday. Someone says, I just jumped to Rhodium 3 and I'm even scared with my 4 million GP. Yeah, you'll be okay in a Rhodium with 4 million GP. You'll be fine. You don't really need to start stressing until you get to Kyber. That's some in a Rhodium 1, but Kyber 5, 4 and 3, I mean, you'll have weeks where you'll be, all right, this is pretty cool and I can do pretty well. And there's going to be weeks like, I'm going to get slaughtered. But even to the best of us, I mean, like, whichever content creator you want to look at, whether it's Playbook, like who I consider somebody, the Loki, Playbook, Calvin Awesome, Arnold, these guys that do upper top tier, fighting in Kyber 1, they don't go consistently 3-0. I mean, a good week for them is 2-1. And Calvin's had 0-3s. It's like
I'm 1 and 2s.
Yeah. So I mean, if they're struggling, then you can see how you just have to take this with a grain of salt. Just do the best you can. If you go if you reach too far, carefully, Chris, then just know you're gonna get slapped down, and they just let you know that you're not ready for that level.
Yeah. Play the player. Don't play the roster. Play the player. Do the research. Go on SWGOH and look at your opponent's history. You've got to you've got to do it. It has to be done. You can't, set a defense and keep for an offense blind just based on a roster. You have no idea what your opponent's going to do with that roster.
Yeah, eventually you will hit a ceiling, though. I mean,
Yes,
I hit mine and bounced off at 1 and 2. So, and I've been 2 and 1 the whole time. So
my main account hit it as well. The last 2 weeks, I went 0 and 3 and then 1 and 2. So I finished the month 5 and 7. My first half of the month was awesome. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. I'm sitting pretty thinking I am getting my 6-6 this month. Yeah. That's for sure.
The only time I had a 3 and 0 was the very first week of this new change. Was the only time I hit 3 and 0. Yeah. Other than that, I've been 2 and 1 the whole time and had 1 and 2.
That's another thing for you guys down in the lower Kyber as well. Kyber down in Kyber 5. I've got an account down there. Aim for the 6-6. If you hit a 6-6, you ain't getting relegated. You might not necessarily get promoted, but you definitely ain't getting relegated. You're not getting relegated.
That's all. I mean, I've got a winning record in GAC and we've faced some monster fights, but I'm like 23-13 or 22-14, something like that. I mean, it's still a winning record, so I'll take it. And that's with all the shenanigans that's been going on. And then I've had a tie, lost. This shit just happens, right? So, see what's going on. Chat. Nicholas says, I'm in Kyber 5 and sitting at 4 million and very scared with no GLs. Well, just do the best you can, buddy.
You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Oh, Josh says, I just got bumped to Kyber 3 with my 1 GL and 4-star executor at 6.6 mil GP. I'm in for an adventure beside that.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is where my account is. That's where my main is. BCM.
That's where I'm at.
Is it? Yeah. You and me, we're in Kyber 3. Mm-hmm. My account is 6.7 mil GP. I've got 1 GL, but I've got a 7-star executor, mate. So if you face me, it's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah, I'm at 6 mil with 2 GLs. No executor yet.
It's going to take me forever. I think I'm going to get my star killer before I get my bloody C at the rate I'm going.
Yeah. And the other thing is with the executor, if you can't get to it, if I can block you off on the front row, I don't have to worry about fighting it. I'll just clear the bottom and call it a night.
Yeah. Shifty's got my GMK during fork. Nice. And Ray Rocks makes a good point. The days of full clears are few and far between.
Yeah.
Unless you outclass your opponent, or they do something silly. Most of the time, it's a struggle.
I think I've had a handful of full clears since the new change.
Yeah.
Ranger, what was it like? Before the change, we cover a lot of people. We get results for a lot of people, and we see results for over 50 content creators. And before the changes, you would see like a half a dozen to a dozen triple whammies and triple crowns.
Easily. And we both of, and me and Nev would be doing it all the time. We'd finish 11 and
we'd be getting triple whammies or triple 12 and O's and
single
12
shot full clears.
And now it's like a triple whammy is to be like really celebrated, because that means you went 3 rounds on the bounce with 3 full clears. And a triple crown is I think the only person to get a triple crown this season is Calvin, and that was during his very first month when he was on fire, because he went 12 and he's one of the only people to have gone 12 and 0.
Yeah,
he's the only content creator that went 12 and 0 as well.
And then he went 0 and 3. And I was like, oh no! He's like, Cafe Chris, he reached too far for the sun there. Ray, do any of of you content creators have an account that's not in Kyber? It's awful. 50% of matches in Chromium are either no shows or you can't win if they turn up. Well, yes. There are content creators that are in that category. And just because I'm in Kyber, Ray, does not mean that I don't understand what you're saying. I actually said this on the Heinze stream. Of course, I was deflecting to keep Random from knowing what we were about to do, but I did bring it up to their attention about the significant difference in GP at the lower levels, the lack of everything that you just talked about. I did bring it up, and I've talked to CG about this. So again, I'm just as a master beta tester, all I do is test stuff and just give insight and advise CG. They're going to do what they're going to do. I do agree that something needs to be done a little bit more at the lower levels. There's too much of a discrepancy. I mean, I like the skill rating system. However, there are some flaws with it, and it needs to be addressed. I don't have the answer. There's been good suggestions out there, but yeah. One
of the suggestions that I actually DM'd it to Crumb, so it's there for him. One of the suggestions I made, and I think I discussed it with you when we were doing G8, between the panes, either beginning or at the end, while we're just in Zoom waiting for the show to start.
Right.
I talked about the handicap system that they could do. So the top 80 goes into the matchmaking. That happens. It just goes in. But then the handicap that comes after the top 80 is the higher GP account can only match the GP left over of the lower GP. So if there's an opponent has 1 million GP left after their top 80 and their opponent has 3 million, the handicap is they lose 2. Only the next 1 million GP counts against their opponent. I think that would be a fair way. An equitable way. Not fair. It's not because it's one person's top 80 against another person's top 80 is still completely different. But it makes what comes after the top 80 equitable because everybody's playing with the same G. Because 1 million GP for a high-end player might only be a couple of squads.
Right.
But 1 million GP for a lower end might be a lot more lower geared squads.
You could go, hold on, what's the, I talking about this because we get those monster accounts that haven't been playing that are down in, what is it, Chromium, or what's the lowest rank?
I don't know.
I'm pulling it up now. Okay, so you got Carbonite, Bronzium, Chromium, Erodium,
right.
and Kyber, right? So perhaps they could change it to where if you're in Carbonite, you cannot use a GL because most of the accounts down there won't have them.
See, I don't like that for this reason. If someone busts their ass and gets a GL and then you say you can't use it, I don't like that when you take stuff away from the players.
Or maybe one. Even one. One per. At Carbonate, what's their skills down there? Because you're not going to have 5. You're not going to have double GLs down in Carbonate unless you've relegated yourself to that point.
No, right? But even then, I think it's not so much. It's at that level. It's there's going to be some serious fluctuations for what people, because at that level, when you have new accounts or alt accounts for people that know what they're doing, right? They know what characters to farm and they're going up there with, and they immediately get a GL and stuff. Compared to newer players that may not have all that knowledge and wisdom and stuff, and then go work on some teams that puts them in a hole, right? So I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't like taking away stuff from the players for their top end stuff, because if they bust their ass and they got it, they should be able to use it. But I also think
that's why I say top 80.
Top 80 seems more
top 80 has to
more
be
equitable for me. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning more to that. I don't want to just say you're limited by this.
Yeah, you're limited by XGP.
Remember the TWs when they used to do that crap? You couldn't use this and that.
Right, but I mean, maybe not that, but it's. Because let's be fair, if somebody has a GL and you don't, and you're down in that level, you have no counters to it. Let's be real.
No,
there's nothing to, because everything down there is going to be less than probably. I'm guessing here, but I've heard a lot of those guys don't even have 7-star characters.
Oh yeah.
So to put somebody like a 6 million account against that, you're going to win. No matter what you do. You can auto set and not do anything and win.
And like I said, if you make it equitable, so yeah, sure, they've got 6 million, but if they can only fight with 4 million of that, including their top 8, including that, whether it's top 80 or top 100, it doesn't matter. I think top 80 is fair because, like you just said, all of the work that you've put into your roster, 99 times out of 100, it's going to be in your top 80. It's not going to be outside your top 80. If you scrolled through your top 80 now and you got to character 81, look at 81 to 85 and ask yourself the question: when was the last time I used these characters? Because a lot of the time you're going to look at them and think, I can't remember the last time.
I gotta say, my Aiden's outside of my top 80, and I use her all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, there are. I'm not saying there are always exceptions to the rule. There are always exceptions to the rule. So and I think matching that, because then the lower GP accounts, the smaller roster accounts, can take the match that's now been made more equitable and at least think to themselves, well, they don't have everything from 4 million GP onwards, so they can no longer just put in a bunch of trash relic squads. They have to put in something either decent or really, really good.
Oh, King Zeldris pulls up a good point. He goes, "You might not find double GLs in Carbonite, but you will find 5 million counts in there."
Well, yeah, there's some other good stuff here in the chat too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I just happen to see him say
that.
But
Ray says there are 3 factors to GAC: skill, roster, and activity. The current system only works for those who have top-end rosters and top-end activity. Then the skill sorts them out. That's a fair observation. Yeah. Ray Rock says GHC Lab had a good idea during their podcast last night. Have a floor for those big accounts who don't hardly play, so they can't fall below Kyber 1. I'm actually okay with that.
But the problem with that is,
well, you're gonna get all those people that are trying to get into Kyber 1.
Yeah, people going from Kyber 2 to Kyber 1 then end up having to fight that, and if the person decides that they want to fight.
Then you're in trouble.
I watched the same podcast, Ray Rock. I listened to the conversation, and so there were some very good arguments made in chat against that suggestion. Not that it wasn't a bad suggestion. There are just more cons to pros regarding that one specific suggestion. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. It's still a good idea because it has pros. It's just there are too many cons.
Ray says, activity or lack of activity becomes a bigger factor the lower you go. This is the problem. There are thousands of players of all GP and skill levels that do not play 100%. Yeah, there's nothing. True. I mean, what do you do for that? I mean, they've increased the rewards, they've increased the gear, now it's tied into the crystals, but there's just people that are just not going to do GAC. They don't like it. They're just not going to do it. I mean, what do you do? I mean,
the skill rating, maybe it is like Nev says, maybe they could add just the top GP 2. Yeah. So you have a match GP. So say Nev and I are at the same level, right? It matches our top 80 to our skill rating, and then that's the bracket you fight rather than just fighting the skill rating. Because then I think, well, that might actually even out some of the matchmaking too, right? So I will be facing other rosters at my skill rating that have that same type of roster, versus going against a 10 million GP account that happens to have the same skill rating that I do. It might even it out slightly.
Superman Swindy says CG should put GP barriers that separate slow GP and high GP in lower divisions in Carbonite and Bronze, because 6 to 7 million GP versus 1 million GP will just be ridiculous. No, I agree with that. Yeah. Ghost Strike, then they shouldn't have put over half your crystal income in GSC. You're forcing people who don't want to play GSC to play. But I can make the same argument for Squad Arena. And if you think that there's less people doing GSC than they were doing Squad Arena, the numbers don't bear that out. People in Squad Arena didn't even bother. It was a very small percentage that had the rosters that would do Squad Arena for their crystal payouts. At least with GAC, you can use your entire roster. Now, there are flaws with the system, don't get me wrong. But I'll take what's going on with GAC and use my entire roster and have some fun with GAC. Now, I enjoy GAC more. I'll give you that caveat. But compared to Squad Arena, I don't go back to those days. I'm still dealing with Fleet Squad Arena, and I still hate it. It's absolutely stupid.
I hate Fleet Arena.
As long as I don't drop out of the top 50, I don't care.
Yeah, but there's 90% of the population when it came to Squad Arena didn't bother, didn't do it. They put them behind the 8 ball because they just could not get any kind of rewards or anything. At least with GAC, even if you somewhat participate, you get some crystal income to help better your account. I actually like this system more. You know,
I mean,
but
yeah,
even then, I mean, if you don't want to do GAC, it's like if you don't want to do Squad Arena, that's fine. But at least with Squad, the way they've done with the GAC changes, you're still going to get some crystals and still work on your account. But then again, we do have the problem that you bring up a good point. Is like there's some apathy toward GAC. What do we do with people that don't play? But then they have to fix the system to where, all right, we don't have these monster differences of 4 million GP. You know, for players, that's not fun either. So
I think
there's some tweaking that needs to be involved.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Like if they auto deploy, it deploys their top of the roster from top down.
Yeah, we've been up their butt about that too.
But you could, you know, I just was thinking about this the other day, right? So even if you deployed the bottom of the roster, like we said, like you go from the bottom up and it's all level 1s.
Yeah.
Your opponent, if they do decide to attack, has all their top tunes to attack. So even if you can full clear one shot all their level 1s, they're going to come back through with their GLs and do the same thing.
I know. It's like Jesus.
And they're going to get better banners from it.
Mm-hmm. Which is why rather than doing that, which is a bit heavy-handed, they just implemented you get 10 banners just for attacking.
Right.
So you know it's irrelevant. You know, so that a 3 mil account facing a 9 mil account auto deploy because it's so low down. Only, I mean, there's no fun because they don't get to compete. You know, the defense they set irrelevant, and what they kept for offense irrelevant because the person's just not going to fight. But knowing that you probably wouldn't be able to beat anything, all you have to do is attack, get the 10 banners, you get the 10 banner victory. Bob's your uncle.
I mean, or the other option would be. Is if I don't know if they could do this, but maybe if you auto deploy, you don't get to attack. You get 10 banners and that's it.
All right. Chat says Roy says individual games will stink, but overall the system is probably healthier as structured. If someone signs up and is apathetic, they'll reach a homeostasis where they will balance. True. Hawthorne says any matchmaking based on GP is open to sandbagging. Oh, we saw that. And not upgrading their roster, which was the whole reason CG made these changes to begin with. Agree with that 1,000%. Mace Windows says at least auto deploy doesn't set top tier characters and prop teams. It can, but yeah, most of the time it doesn't.
Yeah.
Ray says player activity isn't an all or nothing factor. It's shades of gray. Some will play hard, but only 20% of the time. Others will play 80% of the time, but as quickly as possible with much care. Well, yeah, there's varying degrees of everything, Ray. I'm not saying this is a be all end all thing, but a lot of times people that don't give a shit, they don't give a shit. You know, I mean, they just don't. Maybe once in a while they get a burr up their ass and want to try, but again, it's something that they need to think about with this system. I do agree this is something that needs to be considered. Josh says, I could never get more than 50 crystals in Squad Arena. The GAC crystal income revitalized my crystal income after Executive ruined my fleet payout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Same here. Absolutely.
I'm making 3 times the crystals I used to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I am as well.
We could do a hybrid where you have certain GP levels, but in those GP levels, you have... the thing I was kind of thinking about was like there's certain GP marks, but in that you have your skill rating system based off that. But the skill rating is the main thing. So yeah, there is some GP thresholds, right? The certain range that you could be in.
That's what they.
But then on top of that, you use the skill rating as a part of that. But so that even people that try to sandbag at the top, or they'll just keep their GP at a certain level, if their skill rating reaches a certain point, they get bumped up regardless, whether they want to or not, right? So, I mean, it could be, again, there's some tweaks that could be done. I'm just throwing that out there as an idea of something that they could do.
I mean, they could use the base GP levels they used to seed us all 3 months ago. And that's, if you're at that threshold to be in, say, Erodium, you're never going to get relegated below Erodium. You'll hit Erodium 1 and just stay there. If you're not attacking, not doing anything, you'll just stay in Erodium 1 so you don't fall down and cause pain below that level.
That's what Mace Windu is saying. GP matchmaking aside, people under 2 million GP should be facing 6 million GP people in like Bronze and 4. No, I agree. Yeah. It's something that needs to be addressed. Absolutely.
And here's the thing. They're right, but we're only 3 months into this system. Those accounts that people are facing in those divisions, you know, like you said, in Bronzium 4, at some point, all of those people will end up in Carbonite 5, right? They'll all end up, you know, they will just eventually, they'll all end up, here's the thing, they'll all end up in Carbonite 5. And anybody coming into GAC will start in Carbonite 4. So that, the second someone gets that 85 and then qualifies for the next GAC, they'll be more than likely placed into Carbonite 4. So it really, really, I mean, I understand people's frustrations regarding that, but, I kid you not, 12 months from now, we'll be looking back at this and laughing, thinking, wow, yeah, how much of an arse was it having to face someone that, at 6 mil GP that, that doesn't really play or very rarely plays, 12 months from now, that account will be in Carbonite 5 and you'll never have to worry about it again, unless, of course, that person wants to, pick up their account and actually play it round after round, week after week. And that would then be their prerogative. And you would hope that they would quickly get promoted up to where, they should be. But it's the auto deploys and the people that just don't play. We just got to wait on those ones, making.
Ray Rock says there are some players out there who are busy with Roll Live to play consistently. Mods in my guild is one of them. Yeah, I mean, some people just don't have the time. They barely just do what they do in the game, and I can understand that as well. Again, there's a lot of factors. There's not a be-all, end-all answer to this question. All we can do is say, what is the underlying issues, and what are some ideas that we can fix this, right? And it's just good to have the discussion.
I think it's really just the lower levels, like Bronzium and below. Bronzium and Carbonite are probably where the issues are. Erodium, there's still people that are fighting pretty decently.
Yeah, Josh says relegating all those large accounts to Car 5 is a bad idea for new players, isn't it? Well, what I would say in that case is that you just cannot. I would say newer players in Carbonite
start at full.
Just, or not even that, but if you can just make it to where if there's too much of a GP difference, then just do something in the system to keep them away from that, right? You want to stay, you want to be 8 million, you want to be Carbonite 5, you can just sit over here, get your low crystals. We'll keep everybody else that's newer in their own bracket. They don't face that stuff. Again, these are the little tweaks and stuff that they could do to prevent that stuff from happening.
Like no more than a 1.5 milli difference at
right.
those lower
If something
levels.
like that happens, it's like, nope, sorry, you cannot, you're not going to be in that group. But that's something they have to look at the matchmaking again. These little tweaks of the matchmaking that they need to look at.
And like I said, that's why I suggested that idea to Crom. So
we'll see.
The people saying 2 million to 6, you wouldn't be facing the whole 6 million. You would only be facing, 2 million. You'd only be facing
the top 2 million of it or something.
Maybe the top, not the top 2 million. Your top 80 against their top 80,
whatever that is,
and then whatever's left. That could be a 0.5 mil to 1.5 mil. So they might still have a 1 mil advantage over you, but a 1 mil advantage isn't as daunting as a 6 million or a 5 million disadvantage. So that's why I'm saying the lower accounts. That's why I put that idea to Crum, and I think. Like I said, it doesn't make things fair, but it does make things more equitable, easier to swallow.
Poby1 says, hello, Poby1. Well, the hand of Emperor J Ranger J 1999 has shown herself. Keep yourself in line and chatter. You're going to get secret knife attack. She says, I'm 4.7 in caliber 4. All my opponents have 3 million over me, and they always play as soon as they see how much smaller I am, even though they didn't attack previously. Yeah.
And if those accounts against Poby didn't have their 3 mil over, then, they might just ignore it again. They might play because it's a closer match, but if they see that they don't have a massive advantage, people that are less inclined to play will continue to be less inclined to play. You catch my drift? Someone that doesn't really want to play looks at an opponent and goes, no, I'm not playing.
This is a really good point. There's a really good point from Carter.
And then they see somebody like 3 mil GP lower than them, and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to play this one because that's an easy match.
Cornhorn says, but don't forget the new GC changes kicked in, so auto deploy is going to disappear. Once you get a proper D, it won't change anymore. So now these lower GP counts are going to face a real defense. That's true. That's if they actually take the time to do it.
Well, I think they'll still be able. It's still auto deploy if they don't care.
It'll auto deploy until they set a defense.
Yeah,
and then once they set a defense, that will be their auto deploy for forever.
That's a good point, Cornhorn. Ray says, thank you everyone for acknowledging the problem. I hope they recognize the problem soon. Yeah, I mean, just because I'm Kyber 1, dude, I mean, I'm a content creator, dude. I talk to everybody, and I do mini ROS reviews from everybody with 500,000 GP to 9 million GP. So I see everything, and I know all the pains and slings and arrows suffered by all. So just because I've been doing this game streaming this for 6 years. So I have a pretty good understanding a really good understanding of the trials and tribulations of anything that you can bring up, whether it be farming or gear or matchups and things of that nature.
It's always something, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, there's the relatability as I get it, because I'm always talking to you guys, right? And the reason I knew about this issue is because, I was hearing stories about it. I'm facing the different GP, but in a different way. But yeah, I mean, trust me, I'm in tune with it, and trust me, it's being brought up. Now, how fast they can implement or what changes they're going to implement and how they're going to implement it, we'll see. Again, as I said, I'm just an advisory position to CG. I test stuff, let them know how the new stuff is, and then, they'll pick our brains for, ideas and things that they're going for. But I mean, at the end of the day,
and to be fair, we've been talking about.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've been talking about this since this new GAC system started. This was concerns all the content creators had about these lower counts of carbonite that have been talked about for 3 months now, because we could see it coming.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair. We saw this coming. Well, what about those 9 mil counts going to not play, and they'll end up,
oh yeah,
getting this lower skill rating, and then you're going to be fighting these counts in carbonite. So we saw this coming. We've been discussing this from the get-go. Yeah. So this is nothing new.
Yeah. This has been on the radar since the day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are only 3 months into this new system. And
right. And we're now,
when at the start of the first month, we were debating and speculating how many months is it going to take for this to get ironed out? Is it going to be 3 months? Is it going to be 6 months? Is it going to be 12 months?
The wrinkles are starting to kind of get out. I'm seeing a lot more even matches now at the end of 3 months than I was at the beginning, because it was either I was going to win or I was going to lose. And now it's like, okay, I can win or lose depending on my choices.
Yeah. Poby1 says, please tell CG to give us double drops and shit. So we've been preaching that for a long time, Poby. We already hit that subject earlier, sweetie. So trust me, that's been something we've been asking for a long time. Hey, Keegan, what's going on? Josh LC says, I wish that fleet admiral events occurred more frequently. Yeah, they could occur a little bit more frequently. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Chris Ball says, just make it so you can't face people with more than half of your GP in advantage. 1 million players can't face more than 1.5 million GP, and 5 million players can't face more than 7.5, etc. Yeah, that might be a nice fix. Again, these are all really good suggestions. Again, there's multiple ways.
I don't know about that, because I'm at 6 mil. I'd be facing 9 mils at that point.
Half your GP?
Half my GP.
Well, then get gooder. Poby1 says her matches are way more uneven now. Yeah, but quit being so damn good, Poby. Quit winning all the time. Jesus Christ. Quit trying to climb to Kyber 1 and your 4.7 million account. Why don't you lose?
Yeah.
Why don't you lose some, Poby?
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, why don't you...
you stay...
Why don't you quit being perfect?
Stay in that division, and you like it,
Just throw a week on purpose.
I feel she's going to coup d'etat my ass any moment here and secret knife attack of the old emperor here. So
she's gonna pull me and ban you from your own stream.
I know, right? Oh boy. Master Uguay says, bit late to the party, but hey there, Mr. Ranger and panel. Hope all is hopply and hooply well, and you know where your towels are. Yes,
I do.
Don't forget to bring a towel. You guys want to get high? Keegan, since I sense a secret knife attack, a disturbance in the force, as we praise Poby.
I do believe the towel reference was to Hitchhiker's Guide, not South Park.
I know, but every time I see towel, it doesn't matter what you're referencing, I'm going to think tally. So sorry.
Yeah, towel. Don't forget to bring a towel.
Oh my God, I've sniffed 3 paint cans. Oh,
I'm so wasted.
You always got to know where your towel's at.
Dom and Brian, 3 or 4 can't remember. I'm facing 2 million GP versus 6 million GP, and half the time they don't attack, which is just annoying. Yeah. That's I know.
But you get the win, right?
A win is a win is a win.
Ray, the old what is he saying here? The old GSC also had a cup tournament, which I feel some of this segment has been lost in the ladder system. A little bit, but I mean, GAC before was boring, man. It really was. I mean, nobody gave a shit. The rewards were not there. Nobody tried. I mean, a lot of the times you thought auto deploys and DNSs were prevalent. Now you should have seen the old system. A lot of times people just did not give two shits. You know.
But to be fair, it was fighting. It was fun fighting from Carbonite to Kyber every time.
Sure. I mean, again, there's pros and cons to everything here. But yeah,
Kate Gaming during the old system, Kate Gaming used to get so many DNSs. I mean, call her the queen of DNS. She would go like a full month, and half of her rounds would be DNSs. It was phenomenal. It
really was.
Yeah,
it really was, man. Nobody cares. Says, sorry, I haven't seen a difference in my GC matchups even after the change. Don't worry, nobody. You will.
You'll get there.
You will.
You will.
Master Uguay's in the house as well.
Master Uguay's. I acknowledged him. Yeah. That's my boy. That's my British friend, Master Uguay.
Oh, we've been. What is it? We shared a fleet shard until I stopped going for the executor on that account and then just stopped playing it altogether. So, shard mates. Old shard mates.
Dom, I had a 7-win string since I had 7 matches in a row against autoploys, but then I had a fair matchup and had a round against an opponent that attacked, so lost finally. Yeah, this is the way it goes. I haven't. I'm just the opposite. Everyone I fight is like balls to the walls, baby. So, oh boy. It's a fight every time. Master Uguay, speak of the devil. Says, question, please no Power Rangers in the new batch. Apologies if you covered this already. Tell us, Rangers. Super Wookiee would be cool though.
Oh, the new the 5 new characters.
The 5 new characters, yeah.
Oh, I know the answer to some of this, but I can't say anything.
I haven't even speculated. I said it'd be nice if some of them were ships and some of them were characters.
I'm fully on board with that. That'd be nice. But you know, I mean, I can't even hint at what.
I know you can't even hint at it, which is where BCM and I come in because we can speculate.
I can't say dick.
I think we're getting the Wookiee. We're definitely getting the Wookiee bounty hunter. At least
I would agree. Power Rangers.
I don't think we're getting the Power Ranger.
I wouldn't mind.
I don't think we're getting the best.
I wouldn't mind them a hell of a lot more. I mean, they'd be more on my radar than any Jar Jar bullshit. So let's keep that trend going. I'll take the Power Ranger bike gang over old Jar Jar any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Power Rangers.
Chrysanthemum.
Giant Wookiee. The reason why I think that they might hold back and not do the giant Wookiee is because we already have a really, really good amount of bounty hunters that can do some serious damage.
Oh, we can always have more.
We can always.
I want more.
And the problem with introducing new characters is they've introduced every new character with Omicrons. Therein lies the problem. If they, let's say hypothetically it's 5 new characters, no ships, just 5 new characters, that's also 5 new Omicrons, because they're putting Omicrons with every new character that they bring into the game.
Yeah, but
bounty hunters have already got a boatload of them.
Yeah, but this is the same thing that when Zetas first came around, they implemented Zetas on a few characters that were already here, and then every character after that has had a Zeta.
I think we. I mean, my speculative guess at if it's 5 characters is it's just going to be 5 random characters from 5 random factions.
Yeah, but they haven't really been doing that of late. There's been some consistency with the character for Starkiller. There's been specific reasons why they brought all these new marquees and stuff in. So they've been more consistent with that. Like 2018, we had the year of the marquee. Good Lord in heaven. Who else is in chat? Oh, Jeanette Baker. Says, happy Hump Day panel. What's going on, Jeanette? Hope you're doing well. No, not Power Wheels. Get out of here, Chris Paul. Although I like Power Wheels. We need full fleets desperately. We do. Vincent Wiener is here, but he retracted his message. But welcome aboard, Vince. Glad to have you here. Andrew Zani says, I want Gungas before the Vespa gang. How dare you, sir? You two nobody cares. Says Jar Jar for life. Says Damn You Ranger. Jar Jar GL. You can get that honky shit out of here. Wonky, tonky, honky, wonky, bonky, bolonky, cronky, crap. Get that shit out of here.
I mean, the 2 Tuscans would be nice.
Some
because
honky
that would
tonk
fill
talk
out a
right
Tuscan
there.
team.
If I ever heard some, that's some good country talk right there. I like them. I like them Gungans, man. They're pretty cool.
No, my bounty hunters are kind of. I have very, very freaky bounty hunters. My bounty hunters are either Relic or they're Gear 11. Very.
Well,
so
that's better than me.
So my Fennec Shand is Gear 11, and she leads 3 Relics, and then there's Embo at the arse end at Gear 11. It's exactly the same with my main offensive. It's Relic Bosk, Relic Bobber, but then Cam, Mando, and Grief are all Gear 11. I have such weird bounty hunters. They are either Gear 11 or they are Relic. It's nuts. So I don't. Yeah.
I agree with this. Andrew Zona says they need to finish Tuscans. Oh yes, and they can finish Tuscans quite easily now. I'd actually make that.
And they've
faction.
got the 2 that they can pull in
easily.
right away.
One more Inquisitor. They could give us two Tuscans. That would be good.
And
we're getting 2 Inquisitors, right? Because we're getting.
Well, the Grand Inquisitor and whatever the next one's going to be.
Yeah, whatever the other one is, the Grand Inquisitor's already been announced.
But the Grand Inquisitor's going to be a legend.
Then you throw in the two Tuscans to fill out the team.
Couple ships and we're good.
And then
a couple of ships and we're good.
Actually, right, but all of them were characters, not
Jesus
ships.
Christ.
So
I want ships. God damn it.
Then you put in the Wookiee for the 5th. That's the 5 characters.
Oh, there we go.
And then they can add however many ships they need to start filling out these fleets.
Or they could make it rain and just give us 5 ships, and everybody would be like, "Oh my God, it's raining ships!" Yes, rain.
I'd pay $100 for 50 ship pack.
Yeah. Slouchy Drew says Cal Kestis and Black Chrysanthemum. It would be nice. They would. I like both those suggestions, Slouchy Druid. Of course, Tumblr has to bring in Bane and Zana. Come on. I mean, of course we want those in there. Not the pirate faction, Tumblr Dry. Get that shit out of here. Har, we want pirates in Star Wars.
And we need a Hondo.
We do need a Hondo, but I don't want a pirate faction. Get out of here. Chris Paul says Jar Jar has 100% evasion and does damage to the enemy on evade. No, he does damage to you because that's what he does. Andrew Zone says Bane deserves to be GLs and it should be like his Conquest tune. I'm totally down with that shit. Let's see here. Josh L says, how do y'all feel about the Inquisitores as they are? They're not complete. We need the full picture. Good. Yeah. We're missing some pieces.
Like the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch wasn't good until we got all of them. So.
Yeah. I mean, someone said, yeah, but the 4 Bad Batch were really good once they were together. Yeah, but, different factions, different strokes for different folks.
Right.
Tumblr says, question for Ranger, is this going to be the year of the ship? How dare you, sir? you son of a bitch.
I said it for you, didn't I? I said, all right, Ranger's not going to say it, but I'll say it. This is the year.
No, I took it for the team last year, man. I took it for the team. I took it on the chin.
I'll take it for the team this year. So
yeah,
this year is the year.
Nev could be the Nostradamus this year. I tried it last year, and I got all my predictions right. All the GLs, everything I predicted came true. But I had to open my fat mouth and say ships. So,
yeah. Where's Crumb? We need him on the stream to drop a bomb.
Crumb's got that baby
Papa
right
Crumb now.
Yeah, Papa Crumb. Alpha and the Omega. Ooh, very nice. As if they introduced the Vespers, they could work similar to Dark Trooper in that each has 4 stacks in each stack and the skin of each. That could work. I like that. Jedi Masterpiece, when he says, last time someone said it was the year of the ship, we got one ship that wasn't even a normal ship. Yeah, we got Razor Crest and we got, hey, let's not talk about it. It was a bad prediction on my part. Master Oogway question, is there a faction that is not represented? I don't know all law, canon, and blah, so what could come?
Oh, God.
Oh, quite a lot. Jesus Christ.
Factions not represented. There are so many factions that you could create from the extended universe.
The Black Sun.
And I include not just comics and books, but graphic novels and video games as well.
They could do the Celestials. They could do Vushin Vong. They can do, my God.
Black Sun.
Oh, my God.
I mean, just the ones in the movies. We got Black Sun. We got Crimson Dawn. We got
the Cyruk have got
the Cyruk.
The Cyruk. That would be a great faction because it would be organic and mechanical.
The Nogri.
Oh yeah, the Nogri, they would make it.
I mean, if they just did Sith Empire from the Old Republic era and before, there would be enough Sith in this game to fill out 100 characters easily. With just the Sith Lords in there, Kresh and Tulak Horde and all those guys. My good Lord in heaven. I mean, and you still got some fallen Jedi that became Sith Lords like Exar Kun and Keldroma, and I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean,
you've got the Grey Jedi.
Oh, there's a load of them too.
Of Legacy, there's a load of them. Yeah.
Well, even from the Old Republic, you got all the troopers and bounty hunters and all kinds of other stuff from there too.
We're not getting the Legend stuff, probably the High Republic stuff eventually. I don't know what direction they're going to go. But then again, I never thought we would get Starkiller and all that other stuff again.
That's true.
I think that another more future Legends events are an absolute shoo-in because they made a boatload of money off the Starkiller event. They made a killing. And that was just 5 characters. But because of the high relic requirements and the fact that the characters were good and the event was for an awesome character, there's no way that they're not doing. And there are.
I'd love to see more of that.
There are pockets of extended universe and Legends.
There's so many factions. It's ridiculous.
They could do.
They could do a Chiss faction for Christ's sakes.
Oh God, yeah.
Talk about your nonsense. I mean, that's just one of many factions. What was the baddies in Book of Boba Fett? The Spice guys. I'm going back.
Oh, the Syndicate.
But what was the name of the race? They had a specific the Pikes.
The Pikes.
You can bring in the Pikes. I mean, there's a buttload more bounty hunters we can get. There's just so much shit, you guys. And even characters that are not even a faction that we loved, like Dr. Alpha and the evil droids. I mean, Jesus, we would have a field day with those little bastards. I mean, there's just so many characters that they can bring in and do so much stuff. And Andrew Zana says we need a political faction: Valorium, Senator Palpatine, Mas. Yeah, you did. Bell Organa.
Mon Mothma.
So
Mon Mothma was political. I mean, Mon Mothma is a politician.
Right,
she's
but Bail Antilles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised we don't have General Dodona either, though.
There's a lot of stuff in here, and there's a lot of characters that they can bring into factions. Trust me, we got enough material for the next 10 years, and still wouldn't even scratch the surface on this game for factions they can bring into this game. And that's not even including the new stuff. I mean,
could you imagine a GL like Mon Mothma with no actual attack?
I know, that'd be crazy. Oh, I love
a GL with no actual attack.
Yuzhan Vong would be
that'd
cool.
Be interesting. Yeah, Yuzhan Vong would be awesome.
Yuzhan Vong would be really
so good, man. That would be a fun thing to animate too, man. And they look sick too. If you've seen the artwork on them, they just look fantastic.
Oh yeah. Because they're a race that do body modifications.
Everything's they're bioorganic. Everything's organic. Everything that they use is organic. I mean, if they want to have night vision, they have a creature crawl over their eye, and that's how they see the night. Their staffs are living creatures. They can be hard.
The
lightsaber uses a whip.
Yeah, and
Gillyweed was stolen from Star Wars.
Yeah. And then on top of that, on top of that, the lack of force presence because they're actually so galactic, you couldn't use any force powers on them.
Yeah, they exist outside the Force. They exist
no Sith or Jedi.
Well, you could
debuffs on them.
Well, no, you could. So here's the thing: you couldn't fill them in the Force, and you couldn't use certain abilities for them. But like Sith choke and all that other stuff, that's still going to hit them. Force lightning, telekinetics, still hit them.
Telekinetics would, but they couldn't use. But
couldn't use Jedi mind tricks. Couldn't do a lot of stuff against them.
But you couldn't. Well, remember, Luke couldn't push them because they didn't exist in the Force. He could cause air to go at him, but he couldn't actually push them.
Yeah, but you got to remember
control because remember their shields were black holes, right? So he could feel the black hole when they created it because it created ship fight.
Well, yeah, because they're capital ships. They use
because he grabbed one and threw it into it.
They use. I'm trying to remember. They used.
It was gravity well generators. They were.
They had little mini black holes that would act as their shields and would take in all the fire. But then
they were little creatures.
Their projectiles were what? Was it like? It was like magma or something like that.
It was plasma.
It was like
lava. Like lava that they would use. That would first eat away your shields and then melt your ship when you got hit and blow it up. And the way
don't forget Jason integrated with the Yuzhan Vong.
Oh yeah,
he was able to.
Oh yeah.
After they tortured him.
Exactly.
Don't forget about the bird lady that was the Sith Lord that ended up getting captured first, and then she's the one that turned him.
And don't forget all of the magnificent deaths of major characters in the series as well.
Oh yeah,
Kid
the
Durst.
first book.
I cried twice.
Horn.
Yeah, I mean, I
All
cried.
those guys were in that. Are you
Corin
talking
Horn.
You're talking about the death scenes.
Yeah, the death scenes in the books were so magnificently epic. It was
was it? It was this. Was it the first?
First one was
the first or the second?
First one was Chewie.
The first one was Chewie. They dropped a moon on his ass.
Dropped
That's the only way you could kill Chewie is you had to literally drop a planet toy on his ass.
After saving Anakin.
Yeah, after saving Anakin Solo, and
he
then
threw Anakin onto the ship, and then fucking.
And then it was then it was Corin Horn.
No, Corin Horn was fine. The other major death in that was Anakin Solo. He was the one that died.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. The youngest.
One hurt. That one pissed me off.
That one. Here's the thing. It was George Lucas that made it Anakin. The original writer was going to make it be Jason. But
they like the twins angle too much.
George Lucas didn't want the twins separating, so they made it Anakin, and the author tweaked it to be like a romantic, because he was rushing to race the woman that he loved. I mean, yet granted, all right, he was only 16, and his girlfriend was like 16 as well, but he was rushing to save her, and he basically sacrificed his life for the girl that he loved. And so I was in absolute tear. I was in bits reading that.
I was pissed. I threw my book, man. I'm like, what? Get the.
You could pull in.
Remember, I threw the book. I was like, what? No, you. I literally just was like, no. I made myself read because I was so invested at that point. I was like, you mother.
But you put the extended universe kids. Like the Junior Jedi Knights, you take some Junior Jedi Knight characters and put them in this game. Oh my God, that would.
Oh, yeah, the whole Jedi Academy. There's a whole bunch of them you can bring in this game from the Jedi Academy with Luke.
Jedi Knight series, yeah.
We got Mara Jade, so that's wide open now for those characters to come.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I want the one-armed Night Sister from that book series.
I'm trying to remember her name.
I can't remember her name, but she accidentally cut off her arm in a lightsaber training accident, and so she was one-armed. And she requested not to put on or she didn't want a robotic arm.
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I just don't remember the name.
Yeah, no.
There's too many names. There's much.
I'm gonna start.
Arm Solo. Ray, get that out of here, you. Arm Solo.
Oh, damn it! It's the original print. It doesn't have the list of characters in the front. The character you're talking about is from the Courtship of Princess Leia. But
Arm Solo. That's horrible.
Oh no, she was in the Young Jedi Knight series.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah. Because it was her, Lobaka,
I look her up on
Jaina,
Wikipedia and find her.
I don't think Anakin was there, but
he came a little bit later.
Anakin came later.
He was about 5 years younger than them.
Yeah, let me look it up.
4 or 5 years younger than them. A couple years behind. Jason and Jaina.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I've got the Young Jedi Knights. One of them here, anyway.
Yeah, you're right, Mason. As I said, so when people say we can run out of content, we ain't run out of content for a long time with ships and or characters and factions. We got plenty. Trust me, there's so many. And as I said, we got the new stuff coming too. So there's going to be more stuff introduced. I mean, good Lord in heaven, there's so much stuff. Let alone we had 2 new Inquisitors sitting there in that preview. I'm like, I don't know. I know who Reva is. I don't know who that other one is, but add them to the faction. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna go for about another 15 minutes here, but don't worry. There's gonna be more RSG goodness tonight as we will be back tonight for the Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream. Longest running live stream in the community, and you can check that out tonight on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll do that, just kind of chill out with you guys and have some fun. So yeah, there's a lot of and I'll get the event up here in a little bit after we get done streaming. I usually take a break, drink about half a bottle of bourbon, get my nerves set, and then come back in and get the work done.
Tenel Ka Joe.
Okay, there you go.
Tenel Ka.
Yeah.
Oh, Tenel Ka. All right.
Yeah.
I wanted to do yours. Yeah. I'm just going through my books trying to find the character.
Yeah, you got.
I always go to Wikipedia when I want to find anything. Wikipedia is fantastic, man.
9 times out of 10, I've got the character in one of
It
them.
lists everything there. I mean, Wikipedia is fantastic. It'll list like where all the material from that character was at, from the books to the games, anything like that. I really like Wikipedia when I'm doing any kind of lore research and stuff. We need punishing one to fill out the executor fleet. Oh,
yeah, we all thought that we were getting that at the end of last year.
Well, you thought wrong.
they gave Dengar as the monthly reward, and we were all like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we're getting it. We are getting the punishing one. You know, it's either going to be a marquee, a galactic chase, or it'll be, you know, the next ship and conquest. And then we didn't get it, and it's like, really? It's like that. That's without a doubt last year's biggest swing and miss. Because every man and his dog was saying, "Oh yeah, we're getting the punishing one this year. We're going to get it," and then we didn't. Nothing.
And then nothing happened.
And then nothing happened.
And there was much rejoicing. And then we ate the minstrels. Yay!
Oh, that's right. She was Hapian.
Hapian Corpus.
Okay, sorry, I derailed your ending of the show.
No, we're going for another 10 minutes. I'm just giving people a heads up. So just letting you know there'll be another stream tonight like we always do. VIPs. And remember, if you're a Patreon, the VIP chat is set up. So when I'm doing the VIP streams, if you're not a member of YouTube, you can't see the stream, right? I post the link in the gray VIP. So if you are a Patreon and you need access, feel free to let me know and I'll get you access. But when I'm streaming that stream, you can click the link. Now, if you're not a member on YouTube, which means you're like a subscriber, that's what they call it on YouTube, you can't actually do anything with the chat. You can see everything, you just can't do anything. So that's why I leave. You can talk to me in Gray VIP. That's for all our VIPs to basically hang out with me, and it can ask me anything and shoot the breeze for that hour before the stream as I set everything up. So we have a lot of fun there. I know What Else 73 and Kitty Yoda and all of them are always in there. Shooting the shit with me, and that's just that's one-on-one time with me that you get for being a VIP. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, you should. I mean, that's why it's set up, and I've made sure that I try to convey that message to everybody that becomes a Patreon, at least, and get them status for the different levels of VIP. So that's definitely one of the perks. So that being said, I'm just looking at everything here.
I do have one final GAC piece of advice to give to everybody.
Go for it, brother. That's what
get your before GAC starts, as soon as you get join and you get put in your group, get your ass over to SWGOH.gg. You can look at your bracket. It puts all of the competitors that are in your group in columns, and you can click on their name and instantly go straight to
their history,
their GAC history.
And see how badly you're going to get your butt kicked.
And see how badly you're going to get your butt kicked.
Or you will be kicking butt.
Or you will
be kicking butt because your opponent's not going to turn up. So yeah,
it's a little different. Yeah, it's a little different for me because as a content creator, that shit doesn't work. I can research them to the cows come home. They always change their shit on me. So they're like, "Oh, it's Ranger. I'm going to get him."
But
it's like, oh shit.
Those lower divisions, you see that you're against an opponent that's got like 4 mil GP more than you. Look at their history, and you'll probably see why. Because they just don't compete.
Master Uguay of the Purest Green says, question, in the spirit of being playful and naughty, he's being naughty. If you inherit a pay-to-win account, can you still claim a free-to-play status when you're receiving the benefits, Mr. Nev? If you're still not spending on that account, sure.
Oh no! It's not a free-to-play account. No, it's not. That account is not a free-to-play account. It's I refer to it as a merc account because it's
that's a good way of looking at it.
It's effectively gone free-to-play after it's been donated. I mean, my main account is 100% free-to-play.
Sure.
My alt accounts are merc accounts, which means I inherited those as pay-to-win, and then they've been free to play ever since. So I've got my main account is free to play. I will always be free to play.
That's right.
Technically, you didn't pay for them, so.
Hey, look, I'm doing a squadron fight. So it's the Kenobi versus.
So I mean,
Kenobi.
My big alt account, I'm receiving the benefits of that because I inherited that with. It didn't have an executor. It had 3 GLs, and I've got it up to 4 GLs, and I'm about to unlock the 5th, and I've got 7-star.
Oh, you're not poking the bear. Get the hell out of here.
You're not poking the bear. We give them crap about that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we give each other crap just for anything. I mean, Oh, look, there's a mace and a Krenobi in here.
Ooh.
So you don't have a gas? Oh, I'm gonna kill your mace. And then we're just gonna do this. Beat the snot out of your Krenobi. I'm sorry, you've made poor choices here. Alright, my Krenobi's dead. We'll just beat the snot out of your Krenobi. No, you don't have any offense really whatsoever. Because I'm gonna get the payoff first.
Looks like we got another question. Do
Oh,
you
we
think
did?
we will get... Yep, so Jedi Master Super Mace Windu poses a question. Do you think we will get ship loadouts or the gear update first, since both seem likely, or like they will come in 100 years?
Shit, I don't know. At this point, it's like I have no bloody clue. My days of speculating this nonsense are done. I mean, as I said, CG's going to do what CG's going to do. When they do it, they do it. At this point, I'm just like, okay, cool. You did.
I would probably assume we're going to get Gear Phase 2 before we get loadouts.
You would think.
But adding the third fleet, they need to add loadouts because this is getting ridiculous.
It is getting a little ridiculous. All right, you guys knock it off here. You're getting a little out of hand here. All right.
I mean, they've done it in characters. They should just do it in fleets. I don't think it would be that hard. It's the same. It should be pretty much the same code. Just copy and paste it.
Well, they really don't like
with a slight tweak, because I guess you only have 3 starting in the ships instead of 5. But...
He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. Oh, Kenobi, that was great that you did that, but fortunately, I can ignore the old taunt there. What? You son of a bitch! You should have died. You cheated. They cheated. They cheated. Damn it! They're cheating. We're a bunch of goddamn cheaters. All right. I have to go this route. Oh, great. Oh, I have to face 2 Krenobis. Oh, that ought to be great. Nothing like facing 2 Krenobis instead of 1. Yeah, 2 Krenobis.
Double the pleasure.
Double the pleasure, double the fun. Hello there. All right. Well, it goes well. It goes well for us as we kick the shit out of this team. All right.
Oh, I thought since they upgraded to the new stuff, it was a little bit better than the old spaghetti code, but I couldn't. Because didn't we change over to a different?
Yeah, they took care of that. Yeah, last year, before they did the upgrade, whatever they call that thing. Yeah, they are exploiting Jedi Master Super Waste Windu. The wife agrees. Look at her; she's laughing. She agrees with me 100%. See, I've got the wifey laugh you of approval. Tumble says the whole UI for ships is different from characters. Ships depends on characters' crew abilities. To me, it sounds like a big job. Well. Do it. I don't care if it's a big job. You're a $1.5 billion company.
Well, setting up the fleet tab, or
it is a big job
where we can auto construct fleets, is maybe slightly different, but it's still basically setting up a character squad.
Yeah,
you could set up a fleet squad and just have it go, because it does it automatically when you click into any fleet. It auto fills it. So if you just had a set fleet, I don't think it'd be a problem.
Master Igwit question. Surely the only characters that require GL status are R2 and 3PO, partners for life, and they're throughout. In films, at least. Yeah, but we got them. They were really good, and we don't need GLs for those guys. We don't need GLs for them. Mace Windu says they made fleet preview. That's basically the same as the load up, but without the place ability. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll see. We will see. We will see. All right, I'm just going to wait till it's my time to flip over, and then we'll do, see how many Kyrotechs Ranger can get today. We'll do the Kyrotech run, and then we'll start wrapping it up here in a couple of minutes. I still have to do my fleet. I just don't want to do it right now. Let me go look. Oh, Christ. I'm going to look here. Oh, look, it's Executor fights. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, Mad Dog Sam. Can I attack you, Mad Dog Sam? I want to make sure, because I don't want to screw up your payout. Let me look here. Mad Dog Sam. When am I going to fight you, man? All right, you're in Australia. I'm going to fight you. I might lose because it's a coin flip. All right, let's go.
Remember, you have to fight him backwards because he's upside down.
Oh, shit. Damn it. That's why we will win this, because their toilets flush differently. All right.
Mm-hmm.
My empire flushes to the right. Yours flushes to the left. We must destroy you. And I didn't get the damn thing. God damn it. That's going to be a more prolonged, protracted fight here. All right. you're gonna attack me now. Yeah, there it goes there. All right, that's fine. All right, going over here. Gonna shoot you in the face. Gonna get the double tap at least. All right, there's that. All right, at least we got the double tapper and payout. That's nice. Let's bring in the old Eben Hawk. All right, bring it in the Eben Hawk, wife. You quit laughing at me. Why did I hit that one? God damn it. All right. All right, here comes you. You're going to stun. Okay, let's get the mark at least. Okay, we did get the mark. That's a bonus. All right, can we double tap your ass? Yes, good. Good. Excellent. Excellent, Smithers. Can we get another double tap? I'd love to see one. 1, 2. Oh, that was close. That was almost creamy. All right. All right, we're back to heal up. They're going to heal him up. You sons of bitches. All right, let's call in you just to get the... There we go. Now we're in double, triple payout. Put this on you so we can get some big shots in. And shoot you in the face. You're almost dead. Double tap his ass. Oh, he's right there. Come on, he's right there. Get him. Vader? Did you call him Vader? Well, son of a bitch. All right, you're dead. You're double dead. All right, I'm going to go after you next. All right. Let's get the... See if we get a double tap. Pew, pew. Gotcha. All right. Do that. Boom. Oh, guess who's coming in? The man with the plan. The seismic dropper himself. Boba. All right, here he goes. Pew, pew. All right. Did you try to stun Boba? You can have a death for that. How dare you? You don't touch Boba like that. That's... You didn't have his permission. All right. We have won. Yay, we did it, guys. Did a great job. Worked hard. Got the chips. We did it. Josh says, I feel like if they can give us the displays of what we were facing team-wise as we were picking our teams, they should be able to give fleet loadouts. I agree. Tumblr says, I had to run out for a phone call, so not sure my old question got answered. Are we excited for Poe Dameron and Moon Knight? I mean, I'm not excited for Moon Knight. I like Poe Dameron. I like his character, the actor. But I'll watch it, but I'm not over the moon about it. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about Moon Knight. I mean, not one of the top Marvel characters I've read comics with him in there and stuff. But
I've played games with him showing up, but until I have no idea who he was. So I did a little bit of research on him, but it's basically Batman.
Yeah, Moon Knight is Marvel's equivalent to the to Batman from the DC universe. Yeah,
because I'm not Batman.
He's got no special abilities.
Who are you? I'm not Batman.
I'm not Batman.
I'm Moon Knight.
I'm the other Batman.
He's basically Moon Knight with dissociative identity disorder. Well, so multiple personalities.
Yeah, there you go. Always fast.
I do actually have a Moon Knight on the shelf over there as well.
Oh, do you? That's
yeah.
pimp.
Oh, Matt, you missed Master Uguay. He said, question, Dune Part 2, expectations.
High, very high.
Yeah, the first one was pretty good. I gotta say
the first one was pretty good.
Don't get me wrong. The 1984 version is great. Will always be a place in my heart. But the newer one was fantastic. I loved it.
Can you imagine?
The new one I liked because it explained a lot more of what the books did.
Yeah.
The old one was like 2.5 hours, got the whole book in, you covered spots, but it missed a lot of holes. This one is covering all those holes.
There were deleted scenes that you go back in that were eventually shown that did cover some of that, but yeah, I agree with you 1,000% on that.
I mean, the thing with Dune is it was sci-fi, obviously, right? And it was David Lynch. Can you imagine what The Empire Strikes Back would have looked like if David Lynch hadn't taken this film?
Mm-hmm.
Because David Lynch was David Lynch
was it that or for Return of the Jedi?
Return of the Jedi, not Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, so he was penned to do Return of the Jedi, but did Dune instead because obviously Return of the Jedi came 83 and Dune came 84.
Right.
But obviously Dune was in the process of being made. So yeah, he couldn't do Return of the Jedi.
Mace Windu says, I just realized AP is doing an early stream. Really? Old Chalky Milk actually woke up before noon. Oh.
Yeah, I got the notification.
Yeah.
I got the notification. Something about preparing for 3v3.
But 3v3's...
3v3's not coming.
It's not coming next time.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just AP being AP, and
it's just what he does, man.
Clickbait titles. That's what he does.
I know. He's the master at it, dude.
He is the master. But
after he got me the first, after the first time he got me with one, I was like, all right, I see your game, buddy.
He is the Grand Admiral's apprentice. He is learning from the clickbait master.
Right.
He has learned from the master.
He has learned from the master.
He has done quite well, okay, let's see how many card texts I get. Let's make a run for the border here. All right. Well, let me see who's got coming up. Who needs these? We need the Bears and Scion, and Nihilus needs the other ones, huh? Huh. All right, well, let's just do this. We'll do some of these. All right, I got 8. 8. Well, that's the best pull I've ever had. Jesus Christ, I got 8. God bless America. All right, let's do another one. 6. All right. Not bad. Not 8, but still good. And then one more. And 5. No, 2. Ooh, that one hurt. I'm not gonna lie, folks. That one stung a little bit. That was a little in the pooper. And then we'll go do with our last energy. Let's see how the dark side goes. We only have a 11 pull here. Let's see what we get. We got 3. I actually got more with less of a pull than I did with the one with the 20 pull.
Yep.
Great. That's brilliant. Well, aren't we special? Well, cock-a-doodle. Bobby said, well, what's going on, buddy? You're catching us as we're wrapping things up. Yes, 8 is better than 0, Mace Windu. Yes, that's that new math the kids are doing these days, and it works out quite well. All right. So I can't do anything else. We are much closer. Again, big shout out to our super chat from earlier. I'm going to shout out again. Is it still there, or did it just disappeared? Nope, that was Clayton Hamby with the $20, and we got the energy pack that has some fun, and we are much closer. So we are almost where we want to be. Why do they keep going to ships? Go to squads. No, how about characters? There, yeah, those are better. So we inch closer to finishing off this monster of a Gear 12 hoarder, and that's old Barisofi. So we just need 41 more of those, and 36 more of those, and then we will be up and ready to take her to Relic. As I said earlier, we got Fennec to Relic 8, Akbar's going to go to Relic 5, Womp will go to Relic 7, Mace will go to Relic 5. We'll get these guys, Bears 3 to 5, same thing with Nihilus, Scion. Those are all be done and Relics and ready to go. And I'm still going to see if I can get some slicing on them. But priority for slicing is going to be shipped, so they may just sit there for a bit before we go slice up their stuff. Then better yet, farewell, guys. That's all right, Bobby.
That's all right, Bobby. You can check out the whole stream. It's YouTube and go start from the beginning and feel like you're joining the whole damn thing.
All right, so let's let Nev and the country vac and pimp their stuff, and then we're going to get out of here. And don't worry, we'll be back tonight for the Wednesday night show. So we got some more stuff coming at you. Country vac and where can folks check you out at?
Hey, check me out on Twitch. Just take Country Mags, no space.
All right.
All one word.
All right. I like what you did there. And then the Nev.
Find me on the Escape Podcast doing my GACs on Twitch, and obviously GA Center with Ranger.
That's true. That'll be tomorrow.
The Friday show, the Escape Podcasts, the flagship show, which is done every Friday.
That is correct. That is correct. So, Josh F says, next time you see me, I will be JMK Ticket Farming. Hell yeah, boy. Get that stuff. All right, hit that thumbs up. Go check out these other channels. Hit the thumbs up, watch their videos. Same thing you do with our content. And again, if you'd like to support the channel, the best way to do this is become a Patreon sponsor. And if you do, tag me. Let me know so I get you all the status and stuff that you need. It supports the channel. You get to hang out with me more. What's the problem? So with that, we're going to call this one done. If you're going to go watch AP Games, then go watch some AP Games. I will not. I have some stuff I have to get done. But regardless, thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you tonight. And if we don't see you tonight, well, we'll see you when we see you. Peace out.